What's up? What's up, fight fans? What's going on, man? It is the homie, Mainman, Mademan in the building. Hey, man, y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. What's up, fight fans? It's good to be back, man. It's coming on through for a real chill live stream tonight. We're not going to actually do a episode of We Talking Boxing like I normally do, with the topics and all that stuff. Due to time constraints, I didn't have proper enough time to get properly set up. So what I'm going to do is just kind of do it this way. You know what I'm saying? I just want to come on here, just run my mouth, just talk a little bit. Nothing too heavy tonight. You know what I mean? Just basically what I'm going to do this episode is I'm just going to skim through the boxing headlines, man. I just want to skim through whatever's hot in boxing, whatever's going on in boxing. We'll just talk it. You know what I mean? Nothing in particular like normally I do. I normally look for something in particular to talk about, and then we'll just kind of go in on that subject and put a lot of smaller subjects around it. But tonight, now we just gonna do a chill, man. Like I said, it's been a long day for me. I don't know about for y'all. So I just want to just talk boxing, man. Just chat it up, and that's it, and that's all. And nice. Whoever show up, hit that thumbs up for the homie. Salute to everyone that catches this live, and a definite salute to everyone that catches this on the playback. We just getting started, you know what I mean? It's the homie returning on back, man. It's good to be back on the scene. It's good to be back in front of this mic, like I told y'all earlier, man. And for those who caught that live stream earlier, let me just say my bad on the music. That was just more so me rushing and all that, but the music was much more louder than I had wanted and than I had hoped. So, my bad on that. But, no catchy names in the title tonight. I didn't put no Terrence Crawford's names, no Canelo names, no Errol Spence names, just straight boxing talk. So a lot of y'all may not get the notification. A lot of y'all may not even see it pop up that way. So everyone that sees this on the playback, y'all do the homie a favor, and you definitely hit the thumbs up for me, man. I seen my homie Mike. I want to take a second, fam, for everyone that y'all know we rock out as a fam over here, man, and we try to look out for one another if we can. And if something is going on with one of us, then we should definitely look out for each other. I got a message a bit earlier from the homie Mike, and my homie say, yo, man, he lost his dad, and I just want to give him my condolences and say that you are in my prayers, man. And me and the entire fam, you know what I'm saying? And it goes for everybody, man. Give Mike your condolences. And let me just tell you, man, it's funny because throughout my time off, right? Throughout of the whole time I've been out, like I was dealing with stuff like that. I'm gonna fall back for a minute, fight fans, only because my hat has this profanity on it. And I don't feel like dealing with the YouTube stuff. So what it is like, since I've been out, like I had to deal with some losses, you know what I mean? A friend of mine, a close buddy of mine in my inner circle, man, lost someone close to him. So we all hurt, you know what I mean? And even so much my lady, you know what I mean? My girl, she lost her father as well recently, bro. And I'm kind of, consoling her literally as we speak through that ordeal, man. And it's never easy, man. And it's like, the way I always talk about things like this is I always tell folks this, man. And, I understand everybody has their own views on everything. And, you can kind of take it however you take it, you know what I mean? But it's like, the way I always look at things is death, when you pass away or whatever, some people look at it as being reborn to a certain degree. You know what I mean? Some people look at it as that's the actual beginning of your life, you know what I'm saying? And you got to sometimes look at things that way. Like your time here on the planet on Earth, like your time here, you spend most of your time doing what? You spend most of your time pushing your energy towards taking care of your body, whether you're trying to clothe it, shelter it, whatever you're trying to do. So whatever you're doing, whether you're in pain, you're dealing with some sort of sickness, whatever the case may be, everything you kind of doing here, all of your energy is tending to your body. That's the life we live. And so when you move on, that burden is no longer on nobody. You really starting to be born. You starting to really live. You starting to be who your conscience wants you to be. There's a lot of people that believe that. You know what I mean? And so some people believe you start living honestly when you go on. So I always tell folks, hey, there go my boy Mike. What's up, Mike? Hey, man, I always tell folks, that's how I look at it towards the end. It's only the end time here. But wherever you're going, you're just starting. And that's when life really starts. So it's like I've been telling my girl, man, like, don't be sad because you lost him. Be happy. He's born now. He's free. And that's how I always look at it. They don't have to deal with cancers. They don't have to deal with sicknesses and pain no more. Them days are over. They don't have to figure out how I'm going to eat, how I'm going to sleep, where I'm going to eat, where I'm going to sleep. Those things don't matter no more. You know what I mean? So I always tell folks, when people cross over, they're being reborn. They're actually leaving the place that's full of the pain. You feel me? Salute to everybody, though, man. I'm going to get through this, man. And that was for my brother Mike. Mike, rewind the tape whenever you got time, bro. That was a message that I was delivering, because I was just telling everyone, like, my girl is going through the same thing. There go my brother L Dub. L Dub, what's up, champ? How you, man? How you? Good to see you sliding on through, man. Salute to my brother L Dub Boxing. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. So, man, just look at it that way, bro. It's a good thing. He's in a better place. I'm telling my girl, like I said, we're going through it literally as we speak, fight fans. Literally as we speak. And we're planning the whole funeral, the whole 9 yards, literally at this present moment. You know what I mean? So it's not easy. It's not easy whatsoever. You know what I mean? There go my brother Muhammad Hamatola. How you doing, champion? Appreciate you coming on through, rocking out with me tonight. I know it's late, everybody. I know it's really late, man, but I just wanted to come on through and chop it up with the fam, you know what I'm saying, for a little bit, if it's all love. So what I'm going to do, like I told y'all at the top of this stream, fam, what we're going to do tonight, we're going to make it real light, you know what I mean? And that is, we're just going to go through some of the boxing headlines, if it's all love. Normally, I come up with the stories, and we got stories and things to talk about for days, but today we are actually going to allow the boxing media to provide us with the intel tonight, fight fans. So what I'm going to do, what I got right here in front of me, is I have all of the major websites pulled up. So all of the boxing headlines are right here in front of me. We're just going to kind of flip our finger through it and see exactly what we see. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to go like that. And also, it's people's choice. So if anybody want to pull up, anybody want to get up on this panel tonight, be free, more than free to do it. You know what I'm saying? Anybody want to come on through and chop it up with the homie, feel free, my G. Feel free. You know what I'm saying? If you're fam, it's automatic. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My man, Muhammad Hamatola says, yo, salute to the chat and fellow blue suits all day. Salute to all of my blue suits, man. It's total fam, man, all day. Word of the day. What's up, my man? How you doing? How you doing? Chilling. Appreciate you riding with us tonight. You already, you know what I'm saying? Mike says, appreciate the love very much, and I'll get through it. I have no choice. You'll get through it. There ain't no words that no one can say. There ain't no words that no one can tell you. The only thing that you're gonna get through you is get you through it is time. Time heals all things. You know what I mean? Look at me. Like recently, I just went through losing my dog or whatever. Man, time healed me, man. Time. I lost my mother at a young age. People don't know. I always tell the fam. I got a tattoo right. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I got a tattoo right there. You know what I'm saying? That's Mom Dukes. I lost my mom's back in 2002, bro, at a young age when I was just starting to find out about the world. It was a tough loss. It was the toughest loss I ever had to bear. But time healed me. And that's what's going to heal everybody. You know what I'm saying? Real spill, man. I appreciate that, Mike. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to some of this boxing headline talk, man. Let's see what's been going on around the world. You feel me? First off, where we starting at, man? Kell Brook and Amir Khan, did y'all catch the press conference? Did y'all catch the press conference for Kell Brook and Amir Khan? I think it's glad now y'all see what I've been talking about. And you know what? Kell Brook went out in that press conference and did the same thing that we talked about earlier. And he went down there and he kind of pulled himself back a little bit when he started to go down there at that acknowledge me road again. Like, he just doesn't acknowledge me. He just act like I never existed. And I really wish Kell Brook wouldn't talk that way. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still a fan of Kell Brook. And I want Kell Brook to approach this thing like he ready to break Khan. I want Kell Brook to approach this thing like he is going to break Khan. Khan out here making jokes, man. I gotta give Khan props, man. Khan funny as hell, bro. I don't know about y'all, but this buildup is cracking me all the way up, man. And then in the press conference, we see Bomac and Kell Brook's coach Dom Ingle get into this big old back and forth. They got some words, man, to some of the words that they were saying. But just to kind of paraphrase it, Dom Ingle got mad at Bomac because Bomac running around saying that Kell Brook is shot. And Kell Brook ain't got nothing left in the tank. So this set Dom Ingle off looking at Bomac like, what do you know he got in the tank? I mean, Dom Ingle was even accusing Bomac of only dealing with Amir Khan for the money and all of this other stuff. And that set Bomac ass off, shorty. Bomac got pissed. Oh, hey, Terrence Crawford had to duck out like, oh, shit, don't throw my name in the mix. You know what I mean? And Bomac, man, he went in. He just let it all out. He was like, he is shot. He says that Kell Brook is shot. He say Kell Brook is going to give you 3 rounds and then he going to fall apart. That's what he said. And so Dom Ingle was looking at it like, you got this notion of Kell Brook in your head that he is some sort of, his tank is on empty because of what Crawford did to him. And he's saying, look, when that fight happened, I wasn't with Crawford. I mean, I wasn't with Kell Brook. That was another Kell Brook. He wasn't properly trained by me. Y'all got somebody who y'all picked up and drug him down to 47, and y'all know that wasn't the same guy. That's how Dom Ingle was approaching this fight. I mean, approaching Bomac. And so Ingle looking at it like, I'm with him now. Y'all see Ingle drinking his sweat and all that dumb shit. Like, I mean, what's the one is worse? Dom Ingle drinking Kell Brook's sweat, or Juan Manuel Marquez drinking his own piss? Y'all remember that? Which one is worse? But anyway, so Dom Ingle say, man, look at my brother Lenar all day, Lenar all day, all day. Let me fall back for a second. Hold on. Yeah, man. So that tripped me out, man. Like Dom Ingle started going down this whole line about, oh yeah, you know, he wasn't me, he wasn't with me, and I'm like, bro, look, man, I don't want to go down the line of saying Kell Brook is shot. I got to see it again. I told y'all, man, you can't just say, oh, what Bud did to him and then say, oh, yeah, well, he shot. I say give it one more go. Hey, there go that link in the chat for my brother Lenar and any other fam that want to jump on in. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my brother Felix Nunez in that super chat, man. Thank you, fam. Much love to you, man, and I appreciate your support, man. He says, doesn't Bomac say that take away from Bud W? Though? Doesn't Bomac saying that take away from Bud's W though? It does. It does. It really does. And I don't understand. I know Bomac kind of lost himself in that moment, champ. And I'm sure when Lenar ass get his ass up here, the first thing Lenar gonna say is, hey, man, did Bomac not say that Kell Brook was shot? I see you back there, Lenar. I see your ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm just setting the tone because I know where you're coming from when you get up on here. You know what I mean? I see you back there. Hey, and Mr. Khan, I see you backstage too, my brother. Hey, look, last time I let you on this platform, you started acting a fool. You know what I'm saying? I mean, can I let you on the platform and not have you act a fool, Mr. Khan? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Mr. Khan, I last time I had you up on here, you acted a fool on me. You know what I'm saying? I want to let you on. You was cool one time I let you on, and then the second time I let you on, you got crazy on me. So I'm gonna give you one more opportunity. You sure about this, right? Hey, I'm gonna let the fam see about this, Khan. This is the way we move over here, man. Hey, y'all remember that cat that came through once before, man, and we had to take him off, fam. The guy from the UK. How y'all feel about me letting him up on this panel tonight? And Khan, you gotta forgive me. I gotta go this route because this is the fam's channel, man. And the last time, a lot of people wasn't happy how you came through and disrupted our stream. You feel me? So I want you to that's all I'm trying to make sure to you, man. Hey, hold on for a minute, Lena. Let me get my headphones, bro. Hold on for a second, y'all. Let me get my headphones and let me get y'all in here, man. Lenard, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, baby.
All right, man. Hear you clear, bro. How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm feeling good. I'm cammed up today. That's not usual.
Look at you, man. Look at all sharp. You got the camera on and all. They got
my haters can see. People know me on here. My haters can see me in the flesh.
You got the camera on because you got the fresh shape up. We know what's going on out here, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
You sitting out here with the Steve Harvey on, man, and you know what I'm saying. You want the world to see that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Now, hey, Lenard, do you remember last time when we had the dude get on the panel, man, and he started making all that noise? You remember that time? And I don't think I was on for that, man. I don't know if he was on. I want to give this cat a chance because he was cool at one time. Well,
give him a chance. If he's just acting a fool, just kick him off.
All right. Felix says let him on. We'll let him speak his piece. All right, good to go. Just want to make sure that the family is all good with it. Hey.
What's going on? That guy is. I know who he is.
Yeah, man. I just think this fight at the moment, the Kell Brook, and thanks. Listen, there's a lot of stuff on the internet that's crazy. I've been working in the casino today. Maybe had a drink. The last time I come on here, I was probably disrespectful. Really apologize about that, bro.
Yeah, you know, we ain't that kind of channel over here, man.
But I'm not your normal type of UK guy as well. Like I'm a bit fucking hot there, bro. Because I live in Birmingham. So looking forward to this fight. I just think it's gonna be mashed up. I've been watching the gloves are off. I've been having my cups of tea. Listen, this fight's gonna be mashed to the extreme. You got Kell Brook against Amir Khan. You got Khan, who's doing all his workouts now with Bomac. What he's doing at the moment. You got Brook at the moment. Obviously, Brook is good. He's training with Domingo. It's one of those fights. I'm more interested in Shakur Stevenson, Virgil Ortiz, and guys like that. I'm not necessarily interested in this UK fight, even though I'm from the UK. Yeah, I'm not.
That's different. That's different right there. So you in the UK, and you telling me that you don't give a damn about Brook and Khan?
No, because my city's not related to them, bro.
That's almost like the equivalent that if Errol Spence and Terence Crawford don't fight years later, they've been knocked out, stopped, and their fight just got made, and then we still would be excited about it.
Yeah, but man's in my city. Yo, listen, like I'm nearly 50 years old, and people don't really rock with that here. They're not really down with that. So
really,
nah, bro. My city. You got London, you got Birmingham. I live in Birmingham. It's a 2 million city. So you got London's a 7 million city.
Yeah, I lived over there.
You got my city, which is a 2 million city. Then you got places like Sheffield, Manchester, Liverpool. They're famous for music and culture.
You ever hear of a place called Laken Heath?
Where's that, bro?
It's next to Cambridge, not far from Cambridge, Ipswich, over in that area.
Yeah, I'm from Birmingham, bro. So it's like
I see you farther north.
It's a big city.
I just got on, man. I didn't really catch too much of your thoughts about this upcoming fight between Brook and Khan. I think it's gonna be a great fight for when it lasts. Like it could go the distance because I believe that both fighters are
they both shot? Are they both shot?
They're so shot that I don't think that either one will be able to, you know what I'm saying? Really
How do we know Brook is shot?
I think it's a good fight.
His face is shot. I heard somebody say
in great shape. He looks in good shape.
He looked in good shape. He looked in great shape. He looked in great shape versus Terence Crawford. Just because he looked in great shape.
He got 70 pins in his face. He got 70 pins in his face.
70?
Is a lot of. It's got a lot of pins.
Wow, it's 70. It's broken face versus it's shot face versus shot jaw. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
But my thing is with Amir Khan, he can never take a shot. Never take a shot.
This is a strange fight. I put a lot of money on. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do in this fight. I don't know what to bet on. I don't have a clue what to put my money on. I don't know, bro.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I look at it like this. I think Brook is the favorite right now in the betting. Brook is the favorite. I look at it like Khan can be winning 7, 8, 9 rounds. He can be winning. And Brook can lay that one punch that can lay him out at any second of that fight.
Yeah, but I don't think that. See, that's the thing, though. Maybe, but I don't think that. I mean, really, okay. You can tell by the way Brook punched. He got some pop, but does he really pop? Like, who hasn't really stopped of notoriety?
Brook ain't about that life, bro. Brook ain't about that life. You're talking some guy.
I do think Kell Brook has enough pop that he's gonna make Amir Khan honest, and if he's not careful, he can hurt Khan and stop him.
I don't think it's about that life myself. Yeah. I don't think Kell Brook's about that life. I gotta be straight with you.
I don't think that Kell Brook is gonna be able to just one shot him and just get him out of there. I think it probably be 2 or 3 or 4 punches before he got him up out of there.
I think it's gonna take one good shot. I just think it's one good shot, and that good shot can come at if Kell Brook got 12 rounds to lay one good shot on Khan.
Yeah.
I think he can do it. I think. Hey, look, and y'all gotta remember, man. Kell Brook went to 54 and had like 3 fights up there. Like he's used to fighting harder punches. You know what I mean? And none of them dudes ain't none of them dudes stop.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though, man. If you hit Kell Brook in that right spot, like Terrence Crawford hit him right in that eye, it completely discombobulated him because
no. Him up, bro.
See, Terrence Crawford hit him with the secret weapon. I always tell y'all, Terrence Crawford's secret weapon is his right hand. That right jab is not a typical jab, man. That jab is like a jackhammer. You know what I'm saying? And when that's his strong hand, and he's smacking you around with the jab. And when he hit Brook with that jab, Brook like, damn, that wasn't the power of a jab. That was almost the power of a right hand.
It was like it was a hookish jab, but my thing is that he hit him in the right spot, and that's credit to Crawford because he's a sniper in there. He's precise. He hit him right in that spot, and Kell Brook was just out of there at that point. So
yeah, but Khan will also have to stand and trade with Brook in order to lay some punches on Brook. If he puts himself in harm's way, then what?
But check this out though too, the weight. If the weight was at 151, 152, but it's at 150, so how much? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For Brook, much more.
Hey, Khan, I think you froze, bro. Hey, bro, I think you froze. Hey, Khan, you still there? I think he froze.
But how much, Mainman? How much is it advantage of Brook if he's only fighting out? If he's fighting at 150 and he's not fighting at 151, 152.
They fighting at a catch weight of 149. So they're not going all the way down to 147.
It's 149?
149.
I thought it was 150. Weight. If it's 140, 2 pounds?
They doing 140. They doing 2 pounds, 149. That was the compromise because Khan wanted it at 47.
Damn, Brook, Amir Khan couldn't give it at 150. He would still have 4 pounds of weight advantage.
Now he's trying to get every little advantage. He got to approach this fight with some sort of advantage.
Because if it's at 154, I would definitely favor Brook at 154. But now being at 150, 149, he has a shot.
And you know what, bro? I was listening to the press conference, right? And Dom Ingle, the Kell Brook's coach, he made a real good comment though. And I one thing I will admit, Dom Ingle hit this one on the head. He said, "Look, Amir Khan been out living a good life. Like he been Hollywood. Like he been, he got more than enough money. He really don't need this fight. He just really kind of just taking the fight. Maybe it's something in Amir Khan, like, you know what? A, I'm not leaving no money on the table, and B, this is my rival." But Ingle is saying that the Hollywood life might have made Khan a little soft. And he's saying it like, dog, you talking as if you a constant fighter. like, bro, you've been making reality shows and you've been off living the high life, and now you just come back to
that's true because Amir Khan is a big name. Amir Khan is the A side for sure.
Yeah, he calling him a Kardashian.
That's
like,
true.
Bro, he's a Kardashian. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man.
But that's the thing. I think that people are sleeping on this fight because I don't see one fighter really going there dominating the other fighter. And I think that we might see a barn burner because a fight of the year type of candidate, because I feel like one, they don't like each other, so it's gonna make for a great fight, great animosity. Number one, and number two, you know, we might get the very last little bit of juice that's left in them. They might lay it all out on the table. I won't be surprised if both men retire after this. You know what I'm saying? So we might get the last little squeeze out of this. So whatever the men have left, it's going to lay it out. So we might get a fight of the year on our hands because of what level they're at, the animosity, and, you know what I'm saying, them squeezing out that last little juice.
How do you feel like if Bomac can be the one to give Khan the game plan? Like if Bomac can be the one that, because like Khan clearly can't take a punch. You know all of his vulnerabilities, right? You know he get hit with a good shot, he going out. If Bomac can bring Khan to victory, you think that speaks a lot about Bomac as a trainer? But
that's the thing, though. But yeah, that does. I give Bomac his credit because Amir Khan he's an old dog now. He's an old dog. You know what I'm saying? He's not even the age of an Errol Spence, who's like 31. You might be able to get a trick or two out of him. But he's like 34, 35 going, you know what I'm saying? It's just too late for him to really make any adjustment, especially with one training camp. He's like Deontay Wilder. Right. That's in his DNA now. So you know what I'm saying? So it's if he can formulate a game plan and Amir Khan can stick to it, you know, and it's something different that we're not used to seeing from Amir Khan, that really shows the pedigree of Bomac. That really shows his pedigree.
I agree. I think that speaks a hell of a lot about Bomac. I'm gonna go ahead and jump out the window. I'm just gonna go ahead and call this right now. I'm gonna go ahead and give a prediction and just say I feel Kell Brook is going to stop Amir Khan in 10. I think Kell Brook stops him in 10. Yeah, I think it's going to take about 10 rounds. And I think Khan, it may be even an even fight or Khan slightly up. But I think eventually Khan gets caught. I think Khan gets caught.
But that's the thing, though. But one thing, Mainman, we got to take into consideration here. It's at 149. That's in Khan's favor. Number two, you keep on talking about Amir Khan not being able to take a shot. Kell Brook can't take a shot neither. This is his third time getting stopped to the face, being hit in that area.
Who else has did it other than Terrence Crawford and Gennady Golovkin?
Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Gennady Golovkin. His face has been broken. He's been stopped to it. So
but his face ain't been broke since Earl. Like when he got in there with Terrence,
but it's the same. He's been stopped though. He's been stopped to his face. As soon as he stepped up to an A-level type of competition or somebody who has a name, he got stopped to the face. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand is that Kell Brooks is pretty much just as vulnerable as Amir Khan to the chin. That's what makes for such an interesting fight because I think both fighters are really, at this point, really are fragile depending on where you hit them at.
You're making good points, Lenard. You're making hella good points. But I got to say this, too. I remember when Kell Brook was up at 154, right? And he fought that boy, it was either Zarafa or one of them other dudes he fought up there. And I think it was like the 10th round of one of them fights. Man, they laid so much level on Kell Brook, and Kell Brook ate them shots, pop, 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 pop. And he didn't get injured, and he didn't go down.
Where did they hit him at, though?
And from a 54-pounder, a bigger fighter.
True. But did they hit? You got to understand, where did most of those punches go? To the chin or to the top of the forehead? You know what I'm saying? To the side of the mouth?
I mean, he ate him on the face. You know what I mean? He ate him on the face.
How many shots really, truly, precisely was hitting in this area right here?
In the eyes? I mean, I can't say exactly if he hit him on the eye, but he hit him on the face and he ate them shits. You know what I'm saying? He ate them joints like Scooby Snack. And that's my point I'm saying is that Khan has always had this problem since Breeders' Prescott. I mean, you can go back early to the early fights in Khan's career and he was getting mopped around the ring. He still ain't have a chin. So I just think that that's just who Khan is. As for Brook, I don't know. I'm not 100. I just think that what we seen from Terrence Crawford, that's Terrence Crawford. What we seen from Gennady Golovkin, that's what he can do. What we seen from Earl fought a broken Brook.
Let's not even get to that because I get on Crawford real quick.
He fought a broken Brook, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I look at it, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just say Kell Brook stops him in 10. What say you?
That's a bold prediction. Yeah. If this fight was fought at 154 or even like 151, I would have gave it to Brook. I'd be more confident. But since it's fought at 149, I truly have it a 50-50 because I cannot decide. And what's also good about this fight is it's good stylistically because think about it. Kell Brook starts off hot. Amir Khan typically starts off hot. You know what I'm saying? Those guys look great. I mean, Kell Brook was beating Sean Porter at first, beating Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. Hell, he was even beating Gennady Golovkin at first before he got. So he's a great starter. And Amir Khan is too. He can be outboxing you in the beginning. He didn't start too hot against Terrence Crawford, but again, he was a little bit past it. But he didn't fight too. So, but other than that, he's historically been known as a great starter himself. So you really might see a war. It's going to be interesting to see who's going to be able to establish the dominance in the early half of that fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, without a doubt. Without a doubt. So who you got? You got Khan?
If you put a gun to my head, I probably might favor Brook, but I'm not confident. I'm not confident because I think that both can stop each other, and whatever happens, I wouldn't be surprised. But I think I have Brook. Do I have Brook by stoppage or decision?
I can't see him making it to 12 and beating Khan on the decision. I mean, I don't know. I think Khan gonna probably be the one that can go deep into the fight. I just don't see. I don't know. Brook tired trying to outbox Khan. That's tough. You feel me? And I just feel like it's gonna have to come by stoppage if Brook gonna pull it, man. I think he's gonna have to land that good shit, land that chocolate brownie or whatever the hell he got.
Yeah, I probably, and also one thing I give Brook his credit is I think that Amir Khan has that Terrence Crawford syndrome where he likes to trade when he gets mad, and that's going to get him caught. So I think that I probably by late stoppage. I can't predict you around, but probably by late stoppage.
Okay. All right, look here, man. Let's move on to something else, man. You heard this Canelo news that's out here?
Oh, man, Canelo.
You know what, man? So, all right. So you heard the base of it is basically in a nutshell. PBC offering $100 million for Charlo and Benavidez. DAZN and Matchroom offering $100 million for Bivol and Gennady Golovkin. I got one more thing to add to that, right? There's an article right now on Boxing Scene from Samson Lekowicz telling Boxing Scene that David Benavidez is willing to lower his purse. According to Samson Lekowicz, that is correct. He says that Benavidez took a pay cut and he doesn't want the check. He wants the opportunity to fight for a title. He'll not fight for free, but he'll fight for half or the minimum. A fight with Canelo brings something to the table. What does he bring? He's the number one in the world. Benavidez, being the youngest 168-pounder ever, deserves the opportunity to fight the number one in the world. So now Benavidez, people was coming out saying that he'll take a pay cut. What route do you want to see Canelo go?
Okay, so there's multiple angles here. I think that Dimitri Bivol at 175 would be his toughest fight, stylistically and that size. I think that Charlo would be his biggest fight other than the Golovkin. I think that'd be his financially biggest fight, but Jamal would be his biggest fight on PBC financially. As far as toughness, the only reason why I say Benavidez is probably a little harder is because he has a natural size advantage on Jamal. So he's going to, but at the same time, never mind, because then he has to come out at 168. He's been struggling. Yeah. So there's that too. That's true. That's hard to say. You know what I'm saying? It'll be interesting to see, will he be better off at 168, not cutting away because he's been struggling to make 160. So maybe he'll be more replenished. So let me recant that statement. So, so it's hard to say who would be the tougher fight because I think that Jamal's a little bit more skillful than Benavidez. But again, Benavidez does have a decent, Jabetta is a big boy. You know what I'm saying? So I won't say a decent, but there is a size advantage he has on Jamal. So there's that. Gennady Golovkin, I think he's the biggest fight financially, but at the same on DAZN or PBC, but he gets knocked out. I think that he's old and he gets stopped. You know what I'm saying?
Do you really want to see that right now? Like, is that
no, I don't want to see it. I think that GGG, you know what I'm saying? Especially going to 168, no.
Yeah.
At this point, no.
So if you had to choose, if the PBC side or the DAZN side, what do you want to see Canelo? You ever see him mix it up with Bivol and Triple G or Charlo and Benavidez?
I see the reason why I say I want to see DAZN, because I want to see Canelo lose. So I want to see him
Bivol
lose.
got the best chance?
I do have him number 1 pound for pound, so I give credit where credit is due. But I do want to see him lose. So I think his best shot to lose is against Bivol. So I do want to see. I'll say that, and I like Jamal Charles. So I do think Canelo beats Jamal. So if you're just talking about from who I want to see lose and who I don't want to see him beat, I pick DAZN.
Damn, that's a good one, bro.
What about you?
Bro, I'm torn as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like I'm with you. I like the Bivol fight a lot, man. I think as far as competitiveness, Bivol might just be the one. I'm telling everybody, dog. Bivol, and I've been saying this for as long as I can remember. Bivol might just be the one, and I do want to see Canelo take that challenge. But it's like, damn,
you want to see him
Charlo,
lose? I want to see him lose.
I ain't gonna say I want to see him lose. I just want to see him take the challenge. You know what I mean? My
criticism is lose, dog.
I just want to see him take the challenge and actually get through the legitimate challenges that we ask. See, like everybody be sweating him because of the undisputed stuff, but I feel some kind of way that he didn't fight Benavidez. That to me, it's like when Crawford did his undisputed, he cleaned out the division.
And that's the thing too.
Canelo left something there. He left something there.
He did, and then but I do want to see Jamal and Benavidez get that opportunity though. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that they beat him. You know what I'm saying? I don't think
Benavidez. I think. Oh man, I don't know, bro. I don't. You don't think Benavidez and Charlo have a better chance on beating them than Bivol and Triple G?
No. Well, no. Triple G is the weakest link here. I think Triple G.
I think Triple G loses to everybody.
Yeah, I think he's the weakest link at this point. But he is the biggest fight. You know what I'm saying? Financially. Right. But with that being said, I'm saying that I want to see Jamal get the opportunity because he does have a shot, and Benavidez as well. I like him, but I just don't think they beat him. You know what I'm saying? So it's more coming from a perspective of I don't want to see those fighters lose because I do think they would lose. But Bivol, again, I think Bivol has a great, but then see Bivol, I think is the smallest fight out of everybody. He's the most riskiest fight.
But Canelo gonna get his money regardless. He gonna get his money. He gonna get his money regardless. Eddie Hearn put up $100 million for 2 fights, so it don't matter. The money is in the bag.
Well, money already in the bag. How do they work when they have those pay-per-views? The more subscriptions they get, does it go to the fighter like a pay-per-view?
Not sure. They just jumping into the pay-per-view market, so it's no telling how they gonna probably do it. They are app-based, so they just remember they first they didn't want to get into pay-per-view. Now they getting into pay-per-view. So it's like I don't know how they're going to try to do this, man. But at the end of the day,
I think that I pick DAZN because of Bivol being there. I want to see him take that.
I just thought about something. How the fuck they get $100 million for Canelo and they can't find no money for Devin Haney to pull Cambosos?
Man, what happened to Devin Haney, man? That's messed up, man.
That's fucked up, ain't
it? He man, I love Devin Haney. He's so skillful. He didn't have no punching power, but he's skillful.
But we already knew that it was a Lou DiBella and Eddie Hearn thing. Like, that's why I'm like, man, I don't even know why Devin and them was like doing this to themselves, man. Lou DiBella and them, all they doing is trying to embarrass the Haneys and embarrass Hearn. That's all they doing, bro. Like Bob Arum pulled this move on him, pulling this WBO mandatory. Oh, that shit was automatic. I already knew that shit was gonna come. That's what Bob Arum was gonna do. He was going to put Vasily Lomachenko back in that spot, and the way he was going to do it is using the WBO.
But that's the thing, though. Devin Haney, people act like Devin, okay, he's skillful, yes, but people act like he's a small fight. I think Devin Haney is more of a financial fight than Lomachenko in the States. Don't you think? In the States, not in Australia, but in the States.
Nah, not really. I don't think so. I don't know. I just don't. I mean, I think maybe the same. You know what I'm saying? But to say that it's like overwhelmingly bigger, I can't jump out there.
No. I'm not saying overwhelmingly bigger, but I would edge it to Haney. You know what I'm saying?
Probably so. Maybe so. I don't see Lomachenko as a big time star, and I don't really see Haney as a big time star. That's why I said it'll be to me similar levels. You know what I'm saying? But I just think it's real messed up what's happening to the kid, man. And I think that they should get him the fight that he needs, but. Bro, I'm like, I don't see no answer for him, man. You know what I mean? The only answer he got is he gonna have to go to the DAZN and say, hey, DAZN.
He's gonna have to. What's up, Con? He's gonna have to move up to 150, 140. So I think after George,
listen, that guy ain't gonna do a thing at 140. You think Haney and all these guys them mans are gonna come to 140? They ain't gonna do the goddamn thing, bro. They're gonna go up to 140.
Who the fuck he beat
and get beat up?
That's a
They're
good
gonna
point,
get beat up.
Who he gonna beat at 140?
Ramirez, Prograis. Come on,
the
bro.
only thing Haney's lacking is punching power. But
so
if he
who
gets
can he beat at 40?
Huh?
Who can he beat at 40?
Okay.
Nobody.
If his punching power goes, okay. Josh Taylor moves up. So let's say he goes to 140, but Josh Taylor moving up. He can fight for a belt, maybe 2. And I think Regis Prograis is a dangerous fight in itself. But then Regis Prograis wants to get,
bro.
But no,
I'm friends with. Look, I know Prograis personally. No, you ain't stepping up to him, bro.
Nah, I know Devin Haney ain't fucking with Regis. That's your man, Lana.
Regis Prograis. I love Regis. I love Haney. Haney, my man too. I love Regis. I love Haney. But
ain't stepping up to Regis, bro.
They don't have to fight at 140 because there's gonna be enough belts to go around.
Hey, Lana,
there ain't gonna be nah. There ain't gonna be no belts going around. Listen, that guy walks around at 152. Listen, like I've been out all night. I'm in the casino having a good night. Listen, I don't think Devin Haney. He needs to fight that guy Kambosos in Australia. That needs to go down. That's it. I've been speaking to Bill Haney on the internet for the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
That fight needs to go down.
What
no
fight?
Jokes.
The Kambosos and Haney fight.
Devin against Kambosos in Australia.
I look. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I understand Devin Haney's not wanting to go to Australia point of view.
He has to do it.
I understand it. I truly do. I mean, look what happened with Manny Pacquiao, right? And Jeff Horn, and everybody say
they
Jeff
do
Horn
rob people.
Pacquiao,
they
right?
do. They do rob people. But listen.
But Lomachenko said he would go over there not once but twice. So if you got the other guy saying that this is what he going to do, you got to do something.
No, bro. I'm a UK guy. I'm not a Lomachenko guy. Not a Lomachenko guy. I'm not rolling out with that guy, bro.
No, I'm not saying that you're rolling with Lomachenko. I'm saying
that's what I think of him, bro. Listen. Yeah, I don't like the guy. You going at the 391 on the skit with that? Come on, bro. You ain't got no 391 and 1 loss in 396 fights. If he fought in America or the UK, and this guy's telling me he's lost 1 fight in 396 fights, bro, you're tripping. You need to. You're gonna get guys. No, this guy's a liar. He's a liar. Yeah, I don't trust his record.
I'm gonna say this, man. I'm just gonna tell you that I just think that Devin Haney's best thing to do right now is to go to the zone. Well, shit, if they not gonna listen to him, man, they ain't no.
I'll go to 140.
I think Haney's great, but listen,
go to 1 because he's having a.
He gonna have to drop. He gonna drop his belt, but he gonna have to drop.
It's gonna be scoop. It's very difficult.
Josh, listen. After Josh Taylor becomes undisputed in this month, go to up to 140 after Josh moves up. Scoop up a belt or 2 against a no name. Scoop it up and just fight for that belt. Understand what I'm saying?
That's only if Bob. That's if Bob Arum doesn't position his fighters to scoop those.
Yeah, but he will. He will do something against Haney. He will.
You already know Bob Arum is running 140 right now.
Yeah. It's really difficult conversation because like I love Devin. I love it. I love everything about him and his family and all that. And I'm not just saying that. Like we've all spoken to Bill on the internet. Who comes on the internet and speaks to idiots like us? Bill Haney has spoken to me. Spoken to you. Everybody's spoken to him on the internet. So listen.
Here's my thing, man. Here's my deal. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. The Haneys to me, they never had an opportunity in this situation at all. You know what I mean? And this was
very difficult conversation.
I'll leave it like this. They ain't got the complexion, man. But Lomachenko does.
They not only they know how to have the complexion. It's just
yeah. I agree with that.
I'm sorry.
That guy's getting a chance. They shouldn't get a chance. That Lomachenko's getting a fight. Well, what's he done? Like he ran off. Who's the last guy? Richard Coleman. He beat Nakatani. Well, listen, I'm gonna go English on you. He beat that Nakatani guy. Nakatani was rinsed. That man's was rinsed. And then you got that other guy, fucking Richard Coleman. He was saying all this shit. Richard Coleman was rinsed. Listen, this WBO shit. Listen, you are getting me pissed off now. Listen, this man, them going with the man's going with the WBO shit. Loma does not deserve that fight. This is this is a Haney fight versus Kambosos in Vegas. That's where that fucking fight should happen. No bullshit fucking.
But here's the deal, though. Hold on. Let's all right, let me take a second here. Let me just get this for a second.
I was gonna say,
let me say this. First off, the Haneys they have no power in this situation to be ordering shit. That's the whole point. They don't have no power.
Yeah, but we've always been in that situation with him. This has been going on for years.
This is what I was talking about earlier, man. I ain't saying that I want to see Vasyl Lomachenko in there first. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that Vasyl Lomachenko approached this situation with the attitude of, I ain't trying to run no gimmicks. I'm not trying to put no underhanded language out there. I'm not trying to drag you here, drag you there. You tell me what you want to do. You got the belts. You got the power. What do you want? How can we make that happen? That ain't how that was approached by these people. They approached it on some, look, we got a better offer for you. You need to listen to us and come do it our way. And I think that's where things kind of Lomachenko.
He lost that fight against Fimo. He lost the fight against Fimo. Don't deserve no rematch.
I said, man, you better watch out and listen on your channel.
Sorry, bro.
Huh? You better watch out and listen on your channel, man. You're gonna be kissed out soon.
Oh shit.
But no, I want to see. But that would be my advice. You know, if I'm gonna be advising because he doesn't have any other options. But again, Bob Arum controls the WBO belt, the WBO belt. Does he really have power over the WBA belt? Right? I know Haney's a WBC belt champion, but
Lennar, you see that question from L-Dub? I didn't mean to interrupt you, but you see that question.
Lennar, are you going to chocolate cheat over? No, I am not, sir. No, I got other stuff I got to do. Busy man, but I do want to go to a boxing match this year for sure. So we'll see what I pick. Mm-hmm. I was gonna go to the Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence fight, but once that fight happened, I just fell through. I pulled my ticket, man.
That was just a stupid fight. You don't make it. I love that
fight. I was stupid for me. I wanted to see Manny Pacquiao.
That's just some American crazy. You don't get into that.
What you think about Fury and
Dillian White?
Dillian White. Yeah, how you feel about that?
Well, my opinion on that is the same as it was with the Kell Brook fight. Listen, I need to get into the ring. Listen, Dillian White's got no resume. What's his name? Tyson Fury's had a trilogy against Deontay Wilder, which was complete garbage. Like he got knocked out in the second fight. It was garbage, bro. It wasn't a good. That wasn't a good heavyweight trilogy.
That shit was like historic. Everybody came out after that and said
that weren't historical, bro. Well, I was at the Lennox Lewis fight against Evander Holyfield, and I watched that fight in New York, and that was 29 years ago. So don't talk to me about fucking.
So when Deontay Wilder put Tyson Fury down 2 times in the first fight. Right, 2 times, and then 1 time
in the 8th and in the 12th.
Hold on, because you said it wasn't exciting. So if Tyson Fury went down twice, then 1 time went out, and then rose up out of nowhere, that shit wasn't exciting.
No, I thought it was a bit. I thought
it was bullshitting, Khan. You bullshit. You know damn well that fight was exciting, man. Come on, man. That whole damn trilogy was exciting, bro. You know what I mean? Shit was historic.
It was an excellent fight. Shall I give you my true opinion on them both? Yeah, I think Deontay Wilder's a great fighter, to be honest. And in terms of I might as well be honest, man. he had his defenses at WBC. He won it over Stavern. Then he had the rematch on Stavern. Stavern was shit. He was a light heavyweight. What do I think? And then he blasted Spilker out. Listen, I could run down Deontay Wilder's. I don't like him much, but I could give you every fight of him. I could give you every fight of Tyson Fury, who I don't like even more. Yeah, man, they're entertaining. Are they legends?
Check this out.
No.
Check this out. Gennady Golovkin says that he won both fights against Canelo.
My opinion on that is that Gennady Golovkin had the win in the first fight and he lost the second fight against Canelo.
I thought he won in the first fight and draw it in the second fight.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what I think. That's exactly
1-1. I thought he won the first, lost the second.
Okay, it's a mixed bag here. I thought he draw.
Yeah, I didn't like the fact he came in that rematch talking Mexican style. He ready to bring the war. And then he got in there and Canelo bringing the fight to him the whole damn fight.
But GGG came back strong the last half to tie it up. I thought he came back, he did enough to tie it up. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody says that. Yeah, everybody says it was a 1-1. It was a 1-1. No,
I think that was a 1-1, but I don't think it was a 1-1 good enough for me to see the third one. You know what I'm saying? So it is what
depends
it is.
on the fight.
So man, what you think about this undercard on Errol Spence? It's looking pretty good, ain't it?
Who they put on there? They put
who's on that?
Isaac Cruz.
Isaac Gamboa.
Who's Cruz fighting, bro?
He's fighting Gamboa.
And then they put Staciones versus Butiev. That's a pretty decent card so far. I'm not gonna complain.
Well, really? They got Gamboa against Cruz?
Yeah,
I think Cruz will win that fight, but
Cruz is gonna win that fight for sure.
Cruz, that was the person that's designed to make Cruz look good, man. They trying to keep Cruz marketable, bro. They're not gonna give him nobody real. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna get. They trying to keep him marketable. They're gonna pitch him off to somebody, whether it be Ryan or.
It's a good fight. That Tank fight was a good fight. I just think Tank, like everybody's saying Tank's being managed badly, but I don't think it's, to be honest. I think it's being managed okay, to be fair.
I think that Tank's being managed poorly when it comes to his legacy. But when it comes to getting paid and eyes on him, no. But I think
Tank doing something right, because there's no other fighter, I think, right now that can make George Kambosos vacate a belt, drop that Australia stance. Man, George Kambosos would drop every position that he taking today to fight Tank Davis.
I do think he would, but I'm saying, it's Tank who's not fighting the Lomachenkos and not fighting the Tios, and not fighting those people. He's having these big fights between 130 and 140, fine, but he's not fighting these legacy type of guys. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to putting money in his pocket, he's doing all right. But we're talking about legacy here. I think that Tank should fight Kambosos, because I would favor him to beat Kambosos. You know what I'm saying? So I think he would beat Kambosos.
He should do it.
That's a good legacy fight.
And he won't take that fight. Yeah, I don't think he'd take that fight.
Who?
He definitely wouldn't do it in Australia. You can forget it. That's totally off the table.
But he should take the fight. You should take that fight, because I do think that Tank would beat him as well. But
yeah, it'd be huge too, bro. That shit will be humongous, bro. Tank Davis going after all of those belts, man. But they don't trip off no sanctioning fees. You know how Floyd in them is, man.
And I think Tank beats the hell out of Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, he would beat that motherfucker up, bro.
But I don't think that Ryan wants it. You know what I'm saying?
What's up with Ryan? What's up with Ryan Garcia clout chasing again, man? Talking about
he's a bit strange.
What is he doing?
Remember the other day they was coming out saying that he was gonna get the Kambosos fight.
Nah, he's a piece of shit, bro.
Because they saying that this next dude that he's fighting is a Lou DiBella fighter to go.
He wants to get the Lou DiBella money, but he don't listen. Ryan Garcia is one of those guys. He wants that money, but he don't want to be working for it. So he's not going to fight anyone like Tank Davis. He's not going to go over to Australia and fight Kambosos. Ryan Garcia is scum. He's the biggest piece of shit in boxing.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Yeah, Ryan Garcia be pissing everybody.
He beat up some old guy. No, listen to me, bro. He beat up some old guy, Luke Campbell, a complete. I could beat him up if I was having a piss. He beats up that Luke Campbell, bro. Come on, bro.
What they doing
but, I mean, but Luke wasn't a bad. He was an okay name. He wasn't at that point. He was an okay name.
Nah, he was no good name, bro.
No, I didn't say good. I said like a decent name.
Yeah, Luke had already lost. He lost to Lomachenko. Luke had already lost. Didn't he got beat up? Linares? Didn't Linares beat him? I think Linares?
Yeah, I think Linares beat him on a unanimous decision, bro.
Yeah, so Luke had already had his chances at that point.
Come on, bro. That man was garbage. That man had a good amateur career, but he weren't all that. Like, listen, I think Ryan Garcia is good. Like, I have a lot of respect for him, but do I have respect for him? No, bro.
My brother D-Lo.
Listen, I think that Ryan Garcia is a knockout waiting to happen. I think that he's gonna get caught by the right guy and get his. I think that I'm not gonna say he's all hype, but I am gonna say that I think that he fights the right fighter, he's gonna get knocked out. I don't think his skill level is gonna.
He will get knocked out. His chin's too high. He puts this all there, and he's like he's up for that. So when he put that,
what do you think about him getting kicked out of the Canelo camp?
I heard that he started a new gym though. I didn't know if he got kicked out. I'm not sure.
Oh, he started a new gym?
I don't know. He's a piece of shit. He should have. He's an arsehole, bro. I really don't like that guy, bro. I just think like him getting nailed out of Eddie Reyna. I don't like Mexican camp myself because I'm obviously English, so you do know that, bro. So that's what I think about them. Like, I'm an AJ guy, bro. I'm an AJ guy.
Hey, but what I will say about the Reynoso camp, it's a lot of home cooking going on there, man. A lot of home cooking.
Yeah, but they saying, the word word on the street is that Ryan didn't want to put the hard work in.
No, he's lazy man.
I didn't hear that.
He's a lazy man.
I mean, I don't know if it's true. I think what people are doing is connecting the dots. They're connecting the dots when Canelo came out and called them out publicly. You know what I'm saying? And then Eddie Reynoso had some words to say for him. So people are kind of putting that together and saying, according to Ryan Garcia, he said it's time. He says that Eddie Reynoso doesn't have time.
What the lad said here, what the young man said here was right. What he just said was right. What this young lad said here, he's not putting the effort in. He's not putting the time in. You need to be running. You need to be boxing. What are you doing? Posting shit on Instagram.
He's doing the latest speed challenge. That's what he's doing. He want to see how fast he can hit a speed bag in less than 35 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
So what are you doing? Did you just put in your abs and no? That's not how boxing works.
Oh, you know what, Mainman? What about this Charlo situation getting pushed back? Man, I wanted to see that thing go on, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, well, that's another one as well.
I wanted to see that.
I have to see about that. I've always wanted to see the Andrade fight against him, but it's not gonna happen.
I wanted to see that.
Let me say this. Let me just say this, and y'all tell me if I'm tripping. All right, let's go back to the first Charlo Castano fight.
That was a mad fight.
Okay, but have you ever seen Jermell Charlo fight like that before?
Yeah, but listen, nobody actually asked me about this fight. I thought Castano lost that fight. I don't think that was a draw.
Bro, who thought won?
No,
I thought Charlo beat Castano in that fight.
Me too. That's crazy. Me too. I thought he
won. But bro, I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm not saying nobody staged nothing or something, but something
I had it 7-5.
Something wasn't right about that fight. I'm telling y'all some real shit. Like
that fight was fine.
Bro, Charlo stood there and was posturing in front of him. He wasn't really committing like he normally do. You know, Charlo been telling everybody, I want to show my power. Then he hooked up with Derrick James. He got in there with Castano and
but Derrick James is a comedian. He ain't gonna give you shit. Derrick James is an arsehole, bro.
Point I'm making. What's wrong with Derrick? Hold on. What's wrong with Derrick James?
Yeah, what's wrong with Derrick James? Derrick James is a good coach.
It's all cap, bro. It's all cap.
He got a champion, bro. He
got
two
unified champions. One almost undisputed. That should have been undisputed before.
Yeah, but I do think in the Charlo fight that against Castano, he was all cap. He weren't giving him the attention that he should have been giving him.
And I gotta disagree with you there because he was giving him instructions but Charlo was not listening. For example, he said that when Castano gets it on the inside, which is true, he said smother that. So when he gets it on the inside, smother that and push him off. But he wasn't smothering.
I had that fight. I had that fight 7-5 to Charlo.
Me too. I did too. But what I'm saying is it was Charlo who wasn't listening because Derek James was giving him sound advice. He was.
I agree. He wasn't giving good.
Charlo was on his own.
I gotta be honest. I think he was giving bad advice in that fight, bro.
Man, Charlo went on his own program on that fight.
He did.
I don't know what the hell Charlo was in there. Like I said, he was posturing. He did not show the killer instinct we normally seeing. At that point, I was used to seeing the Derek James version of Charlo as opposed to the Ronnie Shields version.
You ain't gonna get that.
You know what he did? He kept giving Castano confidence because he was letting Castano get him on the ropes. But
I didn't understand that, man. I didn't get that's not Charlo.
And then he didn't. And Derek he said, "Don't back up, go forward, don't get on the ropes." It was Charlo who wasn't.
Bro, Charlo didn't fight that way against Trout. He didn't fight that way against Lubin. He didn't fight that way against any. If he would have got in there with Hurd, he wouldn't have fought that way against Hurd. I did not, and keep in mind when you look at that fight, Castano ain't breaking the mold. I don't know what Khan went, but Khan, you keep dipping off, bro. That's it. But he keep breaking the mold. You know what I'm saying? Like, meaning, if you look at any of his fights since Derek James, none of those fights resemble that Castano fight, bro.
No, it didn't. And you can tell on his. Remember how you look him in the corner? He looked like he was out of there, like he wasn't there mentally.
Man, I just think that's something. Like I said, I don't like to accuse people of staging something or in hopes for the rematch to be big or whatever. But something wasn't right about that fight.
You think some Texas home cooking was
nah. I think I'm gonna be, if I'm gonna be frank about it, I think Charlo carried him, and that's just keeping it 100. And I ain't trying to take nothing. I'm not trying to take nothing away from Castano. I truly think Charlo carried him. Go back and watch.
It was Charlo. All Charlo has to do in the rematch is don't go back, don't go against the ropes. Take the dominant position. When Castano comes in, you can even throw a jab in there to establish your range. Make sure he doesn't establish his range and go forward. Do not go backwards. Do not go backwards.
Charlo was fighting on the back foot. Charlo fighting on the back foot, overshooting and shit. I'm like, bro, this thing how Charlo fights. And what I think he was doing was either trying to make it close so they can gin up hopes for a rematch because of how, big, and you know how he is with the Mexican fighters. I think something, I ain't got no proof. It's just a gut feeling, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying from everything that I've seen from Charlo fights, I ain't never, ever seen him fight the way he fought against Castano. That shit just threw me way off.
So what do you think about that fight getting pushed back?
I mean, it's messed up because I do want us to get undisputed at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I do want us to get undisputed. So I ain't too happy to hear that news. And I just hope.
What do you think is going to happen?
I think that they're going to get Castano out of it.
I think they're going to you don't think that Jamel's going to accomplish his dream?
I hope they do. I mean, I'm hoping it, but I think they're going to look to that Tim Tszyu fight.
But I'm hearing that Crawford's
he's already the mandatory. He's been the mandatory.
I'm hearing that Crawford's trying to talking about if he can't get Spence, the Ugas Spence winner, he's gonna go for the Jamel. And I'm telling you this right now. Crawford better stay the hell away from Jamel Charlo. He better stay the hell away from him. Too big, hits too hard, and is gonna catch somebody like Crawford. Do not.
He couldn't even stop Castano. He did. We just say here.
Castano has a better chin than Crawford does. Way better chin.
I don't know about. Has Crawford ever been stopped?
What?
Has he ever been stopped?
He's been rocked and dropped.
Has he been stopped?
What about? No, he hasn't. What about Castano? Has he ever been stopped?
No,
has but he dropped ain't been. Has he been dropped?
He might have been dropped. If I look hard enough, I'm sure I can find it.
I don't think he's been dropped so far from what I can find.
Yeah, but I like. I'm not dissing. I'm not saying Castano is a bad fighter. I'm just saying that what Charlo fought him, it just was different. I mean, Castano, a good fighter. I really appreciated that Patrick Teixeira fight. I mean, a good fighter. I ain't knocking him, but I just think that he ain't nothing special. And nothing that Charlo couldn't have handled. And for you to say that he better than Crawford, Nah, bro. He got to conquer.
No. I'm not. No, he's not better than Crawford. All I'm saying is he has a stronger chin than Crawford. He's a naturally bigger guy. He can withstand the punishment. I'm saying Crawford cannot, not against Jamel. That's what I'm saying.
So what makes you think that? You think that Crawford is going to move up to 54 and challenge Jamel?
I don't know what he's going to do. I said, but don't do it because I don't want to see him do it. I don't want because I don't think he's going to beat Jamel. Stylistically, I don't think it's a good matchup for Crawford. And he's not big enough.
Yeah. I think Crawford will get beat against him as well. I think he gets
knocked
bro.
out. I just think he gets caught. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying, Khan? I'm not saying that Jamel's more skilled than Crawford. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is he's going to get caught, and he's facing a big guy. And Crawford likes to hit you back. Hit me back. That's
but Crawford ain't small, bro. But Crawford ain't little. Crawford not little.
But
but against Jamal, I think Jamal would clip him, bro.
I think
Jamal's gonna clip that guy, bro.
I think he's gonna clip him.
He couldn't clip him. So he couldn't clip Castano, but he gonna clip.
He did clip Castano. What do you think happened? I think he didn't drop Castano.
He didn't drop him.
Listen,
you think Crawford could take that punishment, Khan? I'm gonna ask you a question, Khan.
I think that punch got to land. I think that punch got to land.
You can ask me anything because I used to box with Joe Egan, Mike Tyson.
That's
these
what
guys.
I'm asking, Khan. Khan, do you honestly think that Crawford, knowing, not saying the weak chin, but 147, right, being advertised, moving up, do you think he could take that punishment that Castano did without getting dropped, taking that many shots?
No, he will get dropped.
The punch has to land. Hold on. The punch has to land, champ. That's what y'all not understanding, bro. The punch.
But he's not stepped up. He's never stepped up.
If Charlo think he gonna jump in there with Bud and just think he gonna swing at knock Bud,
Charlo would chin him, bro.
But Mainman, that's the thing stylistically though. Crawford likes to trade. That's what I'm saying. It's not.
He's gonna get beat up, bro. He's gonna get beat up.
I know
you have of that. What proof?
I know Crawford.
Who is Jamel Charlo? I mean, Jamel Charlo beat up that bad that y'all have that much. He didn't beat up.
It's not about that. It's just about basics.
Hold on. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Charlo get schooled by Tony Harrison in the first fight?
But Tony Harrison is a big. That's
a good point. That's a good point.
No. Tony Harrison is about this length wise is just like Crawford, and I'm sure height wise, if you put them side by side, they probably about the same height. Nah,
Tony Harrison is a lot bigger than Crawford and decent size, taller than even Charles.
I can't say a lot bigger, but
I got Jamal beating him in that fight.
Hold on, but the point I'm trying to make about Tony Harrison is that Tony Harrison boxed him. Tony Harrison wasn't stronger than Charlo, right? He didn't go in there trying to beat him on brute force. He beat him on skill.
No. I think Jamal's quite decent, bro.
Well, what I'm saying, Tony Harrison beat him on skill. Who the hell Tony Harrison ever beat?
Okay, but Mainman, do you see my point? What I'm saying?
Tony Harrison lost to Jared Hurd.
What I'm trying to say to you, it's not about who's better. I do think Crawford's more skilled than Jamel. But what I'm saying is he's just too small and he's too.
That's what he's saying. This is what this man's saying. That's what this man's saying.
Crawford has been at welterweight for years, bro. He's probably damn near 54-pounder, if not already now. He's been at welterweight for 3 years.
But he's never stepped up. He ain't stepped up and done shit. Hey,
Khan, come on, bro. You talking about he on his third weight class. You know what I'm saying?
No. He's not necessarily done that much, bro.
No. I'm not even gonna say that. All I'm just saying is that Mainman, the reason why I favor Jamel is because stylistically, number one, and his size advantage on Crawford. That's the reason why I would say he wins, but not because of skills.
That's exactly what I believe as well. What he just said. No, what that guy just said. He might be the other side of the world. What he said is 100% what I think.
He's going to get clipped, man. I'm telling you. He's
going to get clipped,
bro. It's called skills pay the bills.
Yo, listen.
Pay the bill. Tony Harrison, I'm going to say this one more time, lost to Jared Hurd, right? Jared Hurd. And he turned around and he beat Charlo.
Yeah, we know Jared Hurd. Do you know Corey Lee boxing? We was at that fight. A lot of them guys. Listen, everybody knows Jared Hurd. He was a good fighter. He put a lot of people out.
And he beat Tony Harrison, and Tony Harrison beat Charlo.
But listen, we all want Jared Hurd to come back. We all love him to bits, and we want Corey Lee to come back. We were all trying to get Corey Lee to come back to go Jared Hurd and fuck.
Corey Lee ain't never left. Salute to Corey Lee.
He's still gonna be around. But listen, that's true. This fight against Jamal, if Crawford goes to 154, do you want my honest opinion? If Crawford goes to 154, it's gonna get knocked out, bro.
I'm telling you.
Here's my deal. Here's my deal. If was a fifth, man. If was a fifth. But I'm gonna say this, bro. If I've seen him move up one weight class and do it, why am I 2 weight classes, 3 weight classes and do it? Why the hell would I doubt him to move up a 4th one and do the same?
Because Englishmen never lie. Englishmen never lie. He's gonna get knocked out at 154. If he goes up and fights Jamal at 154, that guy's gonna get laid out cold, bro.
I think he's not 20. I think he schools Jamil.
No, he's not 25. The guy's 35. He's not 25.
How old do you think Jamil is? Okay.
Well,
Jamal's like 30, 31.
And have you seen any slip in skill from this 30, whatever you just said he was? Have you seen any slippage in skill? He was the first man to stop Sean.
Yeah, I have. I have actually. I have actually.
Where?
Yeah, I saw a lot of slipping him. I saw slipping him in the Porter fight, bro.
Okay. The first man to stop Sean Porter. First man ever.
Yeah, I saw a lot of slips in that fight from him.
Okay. Well, did he win? Did he stop Sean Porter?
Well, he won that fight, but I do think we could.
If I ask that same question to Lenar, you know what Lenar going to tell me? If I say, well, does not Terence Crawford downloads and they tell me Kell Brook was beating Terence Crawford for 3 rounds.
I could be wrong. I could be talking complete nonsense. I could be talking complete nonsense, but I don't think I am, bro. I really.
You're talking your opinion, right? You know what I'm saying? You're talking your opinion, and it's cool. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying that I don't think that Charlo, 54 Charlo,
not Bud Crawford out.
I seen him lose to Tony Harrison and was getting schooled by a Tony Harrison with 1 foot until he got knocked out.
Yeah, but
that's what I was seeing.
Yeah, but listen, you've got to be the same age as me, and the other guys were
age
old.
Ain't got shit to do with it, man. It's more so about what you see. You know what I'm saying? And what you seeing in that ring.
It's not. That's wrong what you just said. That's wrong what you just said, because everybody sees things, but listen, the world don't work like that. It's very, very strange. Boxing is very, very strange. It's not like that.
Bro, all I'm telling you is the proof is in the pudding. Tony Harrison, a skilled, talented fighter, beat Charlo, not on power, on skill. In the rematch, when he only had 1 foot, he was still beating Charlo.
Yeah, he was.
Charlo stopped him. So if I look at Tony Harrison on 1 foot schooling Charlo, I'm looking at Charlo in there with Castano, and he ain't doing shit. And
he didn't do shit, but I had that draw.
You telling me that Bud Crawford can't get in there with his skill set and maybe make something happen? Maybe.
No, I think it's going to be difficult.
I hear you, man. I hear you, man. Hey, but all I'm gonna say, hey, Lenar, where you at, man? You still there? Or you stepped off? So to my brother, I Am Supreme on deck. What's up, my G? I'm chilling, man. We just talking some boxing tonight, man. Kicking it with my homie Khan and kicking it with Lenar. You know, anybody else that want to come on through and say what's up, man?
My name's Phil. I'm not a Khan. My name's Phil.
You know what? With you, Phil, you know what? Because every time you come through here, you got a different ass name, bro. Last time you had something else. This time it's Khan. What's next? AJ next? AJ
hey,
next?
Mainman.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, what?
I don't know if you guys were still on the subject, but what I'm saying is, you know what that fight's gonna remind me of, and I think Khan could agree. I think it will remind me of Canelo versus Amir Khan. It will remind me because I think that Amir Khan was outboxing Canelo early, and he was winning against that fight, but then he just got caught and clipped against a much bigger, stronger guy.
So who you got in this fight?
Hey, let me ask this real quick while I got Lenar back real quick, because I have to ask you this question. Lenar, now last time we talked, we was talking about Jerome Boots Ennis moving into position to possibly challenge Errol Spence Jr. Now we hear the news that he's gonna be fighting Custio Clayton to be the final eliminator.
Yeah, and Clayton's gonna get annihilated.
So I know, and that's why we were in agreement that this fight between Crawford and Spence has to happen now.
It has to.
What's your opinion on the Clayton fight? What's your opinion on the Clayton fight, bro?
I favor Boots.
Clayton's gonna get rinsed in that fight.
Custio Clayton loses, gets knocked out.
Ain't gonna do shit. Ain't gonna do shit. Listen,
he gets knocked out, and let me tell you, like I said, this fight has to happen now because again we have Jaron Ennis on the heels of these guys, and I don't want to see these guys possibly lose. Not saying that he win, but that's a big threat.
No, you're right. You're right.
So we need to see after Spence gets past Crawford, then we need to see. I'm just going when Spence gets past Ugas, we need to see that unification.
Yeah, the thing is with the Spence Ugas fight, like we're all gonna watch that. It's not a given.
That's a 50-50 fight, right? You think it's a 50-50 fight, Con?
I don't think I think Spence is very underrated. My personal opinion on him is like that guy. We all watched it on the internet. We were all probably here and discussing it on the. Listen, he didn't get a mark on him, Spence. So best to him. I don't know anything about his culture and what he does. I know he was in.
Well, let me get in right there. We know all about it, and I'm gonna say this, man, about this whole situation. If y'all ain't get my message from early on this, let me repeat it real quick. Look, man, nobody wants to see Jaron Ennis versus Errol Spence Jr.
I really rate Spence, bro.
Let me just say that that's not the hope of Crawford fans. The hope is Errol Spence wakes up and say, what the fuck situation am I in? I look to the left, I got Jaron Ennis. I look to the right, I got the WBA situation. I look forward, I got Keith coming in one more fight. I better make a move.
Keith Furman, bro.
Well, the point I'm making to y'all is he better make a move towards Terrence Crawford.
No, I disagree.
It's over. It's over. If it's not, it's over.
Hold on. Now I have to stop this because it's getting me very passionate.
Need to go for a week.
Hold on, Con. Hold on. And
I just need to go for a week. I'll be back in it, but I need to go for a week.
Okay,
go ahead.
Check this out. And I want your response to this, man. But I have to nip this in the bud right now because I made a comment on your video, and this is something that's going to get me very infuriated because this is something I've been arguing for years. Check this out, man. I do not want to hear if Spence gets past Ugas. I do not want to hear the excuse from people online saying, "Oh, the only reason why he's fighting Terrence Crawford now is because of Jaron Ennis." I don't want to hear nothing about that. That's not right because the man gave you his game plan.
Look, that right there is small fish, bro. That's small fry. You know what I'm saying? If anybody coming out, trust me, that shit will get drowned out by Crawford and Spence fight. Once you initiate and you announce that fight, nothing else matters. Everything else gonna fall to the wayside. I promise you. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna be saying, "Oh, you duck Jaron Ennis to fight." You can't duck Jaron Ennis to fight Terrence Crawford. That's impossible. You know what I mean?
No, I'm not saying that they're gonna say he's gonna duck him, but what I'm saying is I already hear it right now. They're gonna say that the only reason why Spence fought Crawford was because of Jaron Ennis, and that's not true, bro. That's not true. You just said it yourself. You just basically said that he needs to go after Crawford right now, like he has not been gunning for him after this fight with Ugas. Like he told you his plan.
Bro, first and foremost, at the end of the day, it don't take no damn 4 years, 5 years to make a damn fight. Until the knock come back, I'll just put this out there. Look, man, these dudes are not Mayweather and Pacquiao. Goodness gracious. It's taking a decade to make a damn fight. No. Nah, Sean. Hey, it don't work that way. Y'all keep talking about wait. Oh, he's doing this. Oh, he's doing that. Bro, we are going on 4 years, man. Ain't no more waiting. That's why I tell y'all, I am so glad that this Ennis situation is happening because now it ain't no more talking. You either got to be making some rubber meat in the road or your ass gonna lose the biggest fight of your legacy. That's where we at. And I
agree with you because we don't want to see no potential threat go against up and comers like Ennis go against these guys. I don't want to see it. You know what I'm saying? Because I love Ennis too. He's one of my favorite fighters up and coming, so I don't want to see it. But with that being said,
Clarissa. I feel with Clarissa. She said I was able to pay off my car before seeing Spence fight Bud. I feel you there, man. It takes forever.
Okay, but what I'm saying, man, is check this out though. I don't want to hear people say that because I hear it already now. You didn't say it, but it just indirectly happened. You didn't, you know what I'm saying? Talking about this fight has to happen because he has Jaron Ennis on his heels, basically. I don't want to hear that. I really don't want to hear about it's people saying that, the only reason why Spence fights Bud is
Lenard, at this point, we don't give a damn what reason he takes to fight. We just want him to take the fight. You know what I'm saying? Look, whoever want to paint whatever narrative of the reason he took it, hey, be my guest, make 1,000 videos to the cow.
Remember, man, when I was on here, I remember that snickering. Here comes the snickering of the Terrence Bud Crawford fans.
It's not, bro. Hey, see, Lenard, see, you and Spence Nation are missing the mark, man. Y'all think that we are happy to see Boot or like it's a Boots thing, bro.
I think it is.
Believe Crawford Nation, it ain't got nothing to do with Boots. We look at Boots as applying pressure to the situation. This is the best breakthrough in this situation that could have happened because it forces a decision. And we sick and tired of playing this shit. So now it forces a decision. I love that.
Me too. I agree with that notion, but I think there's Terrence Bud Crawford fans that think that they want, not think, but they want that boot smoke with Earl. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. I think there's you know what I'm saying? That's what I think. So, that's why I'm kind of coming out and saying that because it's not snickering like, we're gonna get this fight, so it's gonna force this fight. No, it's more like, I want to see Earl fight Boots. I want to see Boots possibly beat him. That's what it is.
Now, don't get it twisted. This would also initiate some things on the Crawford side too, meaning that, like, I see the fam talking, and I see you mentioned it earlier about the fact that he's talking about going to 54. That's an option, sure, or he could sit back and see if Virgil Ortiz gonna grow a pair and actually claim to be the mandatory. That can be another big fight for Terrence Crawford. Because if we get past this moment and if we put Boots in there with Earl, it's almost going to either force Terrence Crawford to go towards Virgil or force him to 54.
Listen, and just like Errol Spence been doing this heavy lifting.
Heavy lifting, heavy lifting, man. Heavy. Go with this heavy lifting.
Earl
shit
has
again,
to do
man.
all this heavy lifting, while Bud fights his Virgil Ortiz. That do all this heavy lifting.
Heavy lifting in one weight class. Yeah, he heavy lifting, man. He heavy lifting in one weight class. I tell you one thing though, man. Yeah, Earl better be on his fucking A game against Ugas, because Ugas, bro, Ugas is no joke. And I'm telling you, man, things can go left in that fight. It really, really can. I'm betting on Earl's volume.
Yes,
I think the volume of Errol Spence Jr. is gonna be key. If Ugas is too reactionary, Ugas gonna let too many punches get put on him, and before he has a chance to try to turn that fight around. You think so?
Yeah, I think that's gonna be volume. I think it's gonna be volume, but I think that Earl. I think he outboxes Ugas. I don't think he really has to go into go into his chest. I think all he has to do is just keep that jab and use his feet.
Use jab and use his feet against Ugas?
Yeah, that's all he has to do.
That's true. Ugas sometimes be walking in that flat-footed way sometimes. Like,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, he be kind of like taking those big steps, but he kind of slow with it. His feet is kind of slow.
His feet are flat and they're slow. I don't think that he has to. I think that Earl's pedigree as a boxer is better than Ugas. I think that all he has to do, I think he outboxes him maybe like an 8 rounds to 4. Because if Sean Porter outboxed, because I had Sean Porter win that fight 7 rounds to 5. So if Sean Porter can beat Ugas 7 rounds to 5, if Earl, because again, Ugas don't have that Sean style to make it rough, high paced and dirty. So I think that Earl could comfortably outbox Ugas. You know what I'm saying? I think that if Sean could do it and edge Ugas out in a boxing match, I think that Earl can outbox Ugas. You know what I'm saying?
I think he can outbox him if Ugas give him that fight. But I'm telling you, man, Ugas got to impose himself. If Ugas getting that stationary stuff and trying to lure into a trap and standing there and trying to wave Errol Spence in and all that shit, man, he gonna get his ass beat, bro. You know what I'm saying? He can't fight the way he fought against Porter against Earl. He got to go after Earl.
You tell your boy Bud and tell Bud Nation to stay his happy ass down at 147. Wait for this fight to get finished with, and then we can get it on. Don't tell him to go no 154.
He not going to keep staying at 147, holding up his career, all because it's taking 5 years to make one damn fight. You feel what I'm saying? That ain't how Bud move. Bud don't see. This is the problem right here, bro. Y'all so used to how them boys over there do things that y'all don't understand how Bud doing things. Bud don't know nothing about low guarantees. So now they out there praying for a higher guarantee. Bud don't know nothing about 5 years to make a damn fight. That's what they do over there. He come from the era of in the land of when we want the fight, we make the damn fight. You didn't for the biggest.
Okay, prize. So he's been waiting 5 years. Spencer Ugas right around the corner. He can't wait for 2 months.
Spencer Ugas, bro, do you not understand when Errol fought Sean that we were supposed to got it right after that? When Errol had got in there with Danny, after that fight was over, Errol was not talking about no damn Terrence Crawford. Earl was talking about rematching Sean Porter. When we sit back and allow time to pass and don't keep the pressure on these fighters, they do what they got to do to go make money. We gave them that grace period.
You're telling me Terrence Crawford, who just fought a big name in November, got a nice purse, nice big boxing purse. Can't wait. You see what I'm saying? Come on, I don't want to hear that.
Bro, he's been waiting. How long you want him to hold? You want him to stop being great and moving up through weight classes, all to wait on one fighter?
Listen, the Jamel fight just got pushed back, so we don't know when that's going to happen. So stop talking about going up to 154. Just wait. Right for the winner.
He's the super champion. He can do what he want to do. And when you're the WBO super champion, you can move up and challenge the champion immediately.
That's duck sauce then.
That ain't how is it duck sauce? He gonna face a unified champion at 54.
All he had to do was wait for Spencer Ugas, but no, he wants to move to 154.
This what you're missing. He ain't got to do anything. He's in the position of power here. Your boy is over there.
You don't got to do nothing, but he'll be a duck sauce.
He ain't gonna be no duck sauce. You can't be duck and be 2-time lineal and be undisputed, and then beat the man at 47. You can't be duck sauce.
Man, so you're telling me right now you'd rather see him move up to Jamel Charlo, take that dangerous fight, and just stay at 147. Wait if he gonna keep stalling,
bro. Ain't nobody got time. They trying to. What are you gonna try to age Bud out? Ain't nobody got time to. Bro, how long have we been doing this? How long?
We're not talking 6 months. We're not talking a year. 2 months.
How do you know that? How do you know that's real talk?
Did you not hear what Crawford said?
Did you not hear what Tim Smith said?
What did Tim Smith say?
The suit. They're not interested in Crawford. They don't want to humiliate the guy. They didn't want to offer him anything. Remember, people gonna steal a fight. They're not interested. So supposed to sit around and wait after Tim Suit come out and say shit like that.
You're telling this is all you got to do for Crawford. This man's been talking about this get all the belts and clean his side up. Well, fine. All I got to wait is 2 months. If he gets his belts, get all his belts, then I fight him right then and there.
All they got to do is
if he doesn't want to fight me after that third belt, that tells me all I need to know when I'm moving up. You know what I'm saying? Only 2 months. You know what I'm saying? This is the moment.
So you didn't realize that when he left Bob Arum, right? You didn't realize that when he stopped Sean Porter, he's done everything. How many more demands is there going to be, bro? They say fight a name, he fight a name. They say leave Bob Arum, he leave Bob Arum.
Let me stomp that out right now.
They say it was about 60-40. You said that, Lana. 60-40. We ain't even got past the guarantee yet.
Okay, so Mainman, answer this question.
It's all bullshit.
From the beginning, yes or no? Has Earl said that he's going to take his side of the street and then take all the belts on his side, then fight Terrence Crawford last? Did he or did he not say that? Yes or no? No excuse, yes or no?
Yeah, he said that 3 years ago.
Okay, fine. So the moment of truth is coming.
So Crawford is supposed to wait for him once again, even though he ain't getting a day younger. Time is, is clicking. He's supposed to sit around and wait for Earl to get all of these belts that's taking 4 or 5 years to do.
What's the option here? Either you sit around and wait on
the option is to continue to be great and go to 54 and do it all over again. That's the option. Ain't nobody got time to keep waiting for this dude, bro. You know what I'm saying? This dude has been sitting there taking his precious time, getting in car accidents and all kind of other shit. Crawford don't understand. And y'all expecting for Crawford to wait.
So you're telling me go up to 154, move up, fight a 3-belt champion, a dangerous fight. You know what I'm saying? Jamel, we know is a good fighter.
Hey, Bud don't know nothing about dangerous.
That's a duck, man. That is a duck, and you know it.
You just sat here and said take a dangerous fight, but that's considered a duck.
It's a duck of Earl because all he had to do was
duck of Earl.
If he goes up to 154 and fights Jamel without having the opportunity to fight fight.
See, this is the bullshit right here. I see
If
what
Terrence
this is
goes
about.
up to one, man, hear my words right now. If Terrence Crawford goes all the way up to 154 without waiting for the Spence and Ugas winner, which he could do, we could have just done and just wait 2 months.
He's waited 3-4 years though, Lennar. How many years?
And he loses to Jamel, because I do think he will lose to Jamel. But he goes there, and this is say he does lose to Jamel. Who are you gonna blame? Are you gonna blame Earl or are you gonna blame Crawford? I blame Crawford.
I'm not gonna blame. I'm gonna salute Crawford, and I'm gonna salute Jamel. I'm gonna salute Crawford for going after great challenges, and I'm gonna salute Jamel for answering the call.
History, man, you know what history is gonna say? All Crawford had to do was wait for Spence and Ugas.
That ain't what history gonna say. History gonna say that they tried to age. History gonna say Errol Spence tried to age out Crawford and wait 4-5 years to make a damn fight. It don't take that long to make a fight.
History's gonna say that all you have to do, the documentary gonna be all you had to do was wait. All you had to do was wait 2 months. A measly 2 months.
The one thing I will say, Lennar, I'm happy that y'all. Well, I'm gonna say y'all. I'm gonna say you. Don't talk that money shit no more. That's good.
No. I mean, I do think that please don't give misconstrued. I don't want to talk about it, but I do think Earl's the ASAP, but I don't want to talk about it because that's going to get to another argument. But with that being said, I don't care about the money right now. Figure that shit out. Let's get this fight on after Earl beats Ugas. Simple as that. Just get it on, man.
Because if he doesn't, Jerron Boots Ennis is on that ass. And if you doesn't, you risk having to run into that young boy.
I agree with you. So tell your boy with his happy ass, wait out.
What I tell Crawford is in a position of power, bro. He's in leverage. He got all the leverage.
So this is so funny. So now it's like, man, you was never talking like this. It's almost like you flipping the script now. Like, oh, now that Terrence Crawford got the power now, why don't you just fight Ennis? You don't gotta fight Crawford.
Hey, nah, you done pissed off.
That kills me, man. That's the same thing you guys say about the Spence fans, but you guys are doing the same thing. You guys, that's the same thing, man.
You done pissed off D-Lo now, bro.
The energy, come on, feel the energy, man. You see what I'm saying?
You have to deal with D-Lo, man. Pissed off. He say drop that link. He got something to say to you. You know what I'm saying? Tell him, D-Lo. Get him, D-Lo. Get him. You know what I'm saying?
Man, do you want to see this fight after the Ugas fight? Do you want to see it? Yes or no?
Of course I want to see the fight.
Okay, then we're on the same page here. Let's Earl get past Ugas and let's get it on. Let's not wait.
No, we're not on the same page because you telling me that if Earl wants to go and do X, Y, Z, then Terrence Crawford should just wait, as if he's some child to go sit in the corner. Go sit in the corner and wait. Like what the hell? He ain't got to keep waiting, bro. Like he waited long enough. And he ain't getting no young. He might want to go to 54 and win the belt, but he waiting on Earl's ass. It ain't gonna never happen.
Bro, why? Listen, Earl got Ennis on his heels, and now Crawford got Jamel on his heels. Why take those risky fights, man?
Jamel ain't on nobody heels, bro.
Well, what I mean is that he's on his radar now. Talking about fighting him. You know what I'm saying? Why take those risky fights? Everybody, calm down. Let's get this fight over with and let's make this fight happen. Because man, we don't want to see. Come on, Mainman channel fans, can y'all hear what I'm saying? Let's wait for this fight to get finished. Let's get it on, man. Let's get it on. Let's not.
We agree to that. We want to see the fight. Everybody want to see the fight. We want to see the fight sooner than later. But the point we explaining is now that Jerron Boots Ennis is involved, hell, something has to happen.
Okay, then. Agree, man. So tell Crawford, don't even talk about Jamel right now. Let's just focus on Spence. Right?
First off, look, he telling y'all that if Spence get in there and start BSing, then I'm going to talk to Charlo.
Okay, fine. Okay, I agree with you. Because like I said, this is going to be the moment of truth right now. This is the moment of truth right now. We're going to find out, was he ducking? Was he bluffing?
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's fair. Okay,
I agree. I agree with
all right, then. So let's get it. Let's just wait. Come on, man. We don't want these guys to fight these Charlos and Ennises. No, let's come on right now.
We wouldn't be in this situation if they stopped posturing. We wouldn't even be here, bro. We wouldn't even be talking about Ennis. None of that shit. Virgil Ortiz. When Crawford approached him in the hallway, if they would have made the fight, then we'd have had to fight. When Crawford went to his fight, if he would have listened, then we could have got the damn fight then. But through the posturing of Earl, car accidents and all, here we are. D-Lo, what's up, champion? D-Lo.
Hey, y'all hear me all right?
I hear you clear, man. How you doing, man?
Hey, good, man. How about yourself?
Man, I can't complain. You know, chilling, man. Chilling. Man, what you hear about all of this crazy, man, that Lenard up here talking tonight, man? All right. You hear Lenard telling me that Crawford better wait. You know what I mean? He better sit his ass down in the corner somewhere and
no, man. I said sit his happy ass down.
Oh, sit his happy ass down and wait. You know what I'm saying? You hear what Lenard talking about, bro? Why does let me ask you, D-Lo, does Crawford, if things don't go right after Ugas and Spence, does he have to wait?
No, I think at that point, man, the only self-respecting thing to do is to move on. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the stuff that people been trying to use against Bud. Me personally, I respected him taking that position. You know what I'm saying? Or him saying, you know, I'm not finna keep chasing this guy. I don't let it be known I want to fight, and you know, dude act like he don't want to fight, just move on. Now, I'm not saying I don't think Spence didn't want to fight. I'm not saying that, and I don't think even the last thing I just heard Crawford said that he thinks Spence wants to fight, and he's acknowledging that, you know, it's the people behind the scenes that are failing to make the fight. But 100%. maybe they'll like the odds of Crawford versus Jamel and feel like, you know what I'm saying, that's a more favorable fight to make. But I don't even think that's realistic, because it's just too much in the way. I think somebody mentioned earlier about Tim Tszyu. You know, he's gonna be you know, an issue, and you just got too many guys at 54 that are right there in the way. That even if Bud moved up and was able to get that you know, able to get a shot right away, I think it would be the WBO that he's more likely to get. And isn't that the belt Castano got?
Castano got that belt. Facts.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Facts.
That's true. That's true. I forgot about that. That's true.
That's big facts. Yes, it is true. Right.
So even if you know what I'm saying, but even with that, I do believe that to be the belt that Tim Tszyu is the mandatory for. Yes. So he wouldn't knock Tim Tszyu out of the way. So, you know what I'm saying? And then on the other side, you know, Jamel got 3 belts that, you know what I'm saying, got, you know, mandatories coming up. You know, I mean, you got, I think Lubin and what's the name is, I think that's supposed to be some type of eliminator for the WBC. I might be wrong, but I had heard that it was eliminator. So, you know, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like even if Bud did move up to try to get that fight, he couldn't get it straight away. Not right now, not with everything going on. And then I do feel like they'll probably try to reschedule that, you know, that undisputed bout, which makes most sense anyway. That's what, as a boxing fan, that's what I want. You know what I'm saying?
I want D-Lo, let's say you make a great point. Forgot about that. That's Brian Castano's belt. How old would he be when he fights Jamel? What, like 36 years old by the time he fights Jamel? Come on, man.
I mean, how old is he gonna be by the time he fights Spence? I mean, that's the question.
So let's get it on. Let's hope Errol gets past Ugas. Let's just assume that, and let's get it on. No more talking about Jamel.
Yeah,
Charlo.
I mean, that sounds good for us to say, man. But I mean, even Spence and Crawford can come out and say that they're not the ones holding up the fight, man. I've been saying that for 3-4 years now, that those guys are not the reason the fight ain't happening. I think if you like Mainman says it all the time, if you put those 2 guys in a room, they'll come out with a fight. You know what I'm saying? They are not the reason we ain't getting this fight. They haven't been. You know what I'm saying? All of this other stuff that we come out and say on these videos and stuff, man, it sounds good. It's entertaining. It gets clicks. It gets views. But the reality is, man, if we sat down and really talked about why this fight wouldn't happen and told the truth, people wouldn't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because all we're going to be talking about is a lot of shadow people that nobody really sees or knows. And they're like, who are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I mean, but the reality is, like Tim Smith came out and basically, you know what I'm saying, he stamped it, man. Bob Arum already had stamped it. You know, they're not trying to make that fight because they don't believe the fight's big enough. And these guys are they're expecting these guys to want more money than what they want to pay them, so they'll rather put them in other fights.
You know what the crazy part about that is, D-Lo? I heard Bob Arum say that this fight will cost 20 to 25 million.
What?
Bob said it about 3 or 4 years ago.
20 to 28, and we talking about paying Canelo Alvarez $100 million for 2 fights. You telling me it's about the money? It ain't about the money, bro. That's not even half of what they talking about offering. One fight, 20 million, 20, $25 million is what they talking about.
What do you think these guys should get paid for this fight?
Whatever they generate.
Hey, I just think they need to have a solid guarantee. I think, to be honest, man, I see the problem to me, and I don't like to talk about money. Y'all know that. Not, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to talk about these guys' money, but the problem to me is going to be that you got one guy who is used to getting a huge guarantee, and you got the other guy who operates under a whole different program where the guarantee that's reported is one thing, but we don't know what his real guarantee is or what he really makes on the back, all that stuff. And so it's not like, just say for instance, Errol Spence is used to getting $2 million guarantee. Terrence Crawford used to getting a $4 million guarantee. Let's just throwing that out there hypothetically. Even if that were the case, they wouldn't come into this fight and take those guarantees to fight each other. And for one, they're gonna Spence isn't gonna take half of the guarantee Crawford's getting. They're gonna want probably close to the same. And I think both would probably want more than what they've been getting, which is understandable. But I feel like that's something that these people need to come to the table with these fighters and ask them that. You know, all assuming that Spence wins this fight. Because from what I'm hearing, I heard from Bob and what I heard from Tim Smith, it's all speculation. They're expecting these guys to ask, just like I just said. But I'm not in a position to actually come to them and ask them, what is it going to take for you to make this fight? But they are. So, Bob isn't there anymore. But I'm saying they need to. I mean, they basically told us we ain't even talking to these guys about the fight. It ain't just Bud. People come out and say, well, Tim Smith said Bud is going to want a lot of money. No, Tim Smith said both of those guys are going to want more of a guarantee than what they're probably going to want.
And I agree with you. I think that this fight is realistically, I think these guys are going to probably demand between 10 and 15 million. I think that's probably what these guys are going to demand.
Well, according to the reports that got leaked out, they're saying that both fighters wanted somewhere between 9 and 10 million guaranteed a piece.
At least. That's what I'm saying. At least.
Yeah. And that's what I was thinking, like 8 to 10. I think.
Yeah, they wanted something like that a piece.
And I think they probably want to give them somewhere along, guarantee them something like 5 to 6.5.
Yeah. Maybe something like they want to lower them guarantees, and then they may get to a point where they may want one person to have more to guarantee than the other. You know what I mean? But one thing about PBC, if you look at Earl's fights, even his biggest fights, he kind of always gives even guarantee. It's always like when he fought, I think it was Sean Porter, they both got like 2 million or something like that. But then he gets more money on the pay-per-view split. That's how I normally go. So when that's why I was trying to tell fam, like, when y'all be saying 60-40, you do understand that we're talking about the pay-per-view split and not the guarantee. We can't get past the guarantee. We haven't even made it to the split. Shit, I can say Terrence Crawford may even say, cool, I'm good with the 60-40 pay-per-view split, but this guarantee, you're going to have to see me. That's where we always been. You know what I'm saying? And PB, like D-Lo was just saying, PBC don't do business that way. They've never done business that way. They've never done business the way Terrence Crawford is used to doing business, and that's the problem.
True. And I was just saying from a commercial perspective, this is really no more than a $10 million guarantee. But I think that we talk about commercial and legacy. I think it might go up to 15 million. I can definitely see it. I don't think these guys are worth $20 million fighters or 15, but I think that you might go. I mean, don't be surprised if this goes up to 15 million.
Either way this go, they got to make this fight now, bro.
I agree.
We don't get this fight next. We don't get it now.
Stop telling. Crawford got to not wait around for Spence to go up to fight.
He don't gotta wait, bro. He's done his waiting. He's done more than bro. That dude and done more than he's went above and beyond, man. Like for real, he's done more than the average person, a fighter, will probably do. How many fighters do you see popping up at fights?
But did we just say we're gonna call Earl's bluff, or we're gonna call Earl? Was he serious? We're gonna find out. It's just right around the corner.
But so here's my thing: why are we getting mad at Crawford for having a plan B? Does not Earl got other options if Crawford don't work out?
He do, but now
why can't Crawford have other options that he talking about.
Because I think Earl's gonna. Because again, out of Earl's mouth, he said he's gonna fight Crawford after he gets these 3 belts. So
Earl
out of
say
his
a lot
mouth.
of shit, man. They say a lot of shit, bro. Like that's what.
But that's one. But man, he's been saying that since the beginning. It's been consistent. You can't say he's been changing it up. It's been consistent. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If he's gonna get this 3rd belt, let's see what. As soon as he gets this 3rd belt, let's see. Let's see what he comes to the table with.
Funny they didn't feel that way when Jeff Horn had that belt, but whatever.
I'm just saying, man. Let's stop talking about these Charlo.
I mean, funny how we never heard nothing about sides of the street, and I got to wait 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10
All right,
years.
man, that's water under the bridge. That's water under the bridge. Let's stop talking about this Charlos and these.
Crawford get the belt. Crawford get the belt, and we got to stop and pause like the broad from the Matrix and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man, what is in the past is in the past. We're about to get this fight if we just wait 2 months.
Hey,
let's stop talking about this Ennis and this Charlos. Let's stop talking about these dangerous fights. And let's just get this fight on. Come on.
We don't want Bud talking about Charlo, but when Canelo and when Spence was talking about Canelo, it was all good. And Canelo fights and all that. It was great.
It was great to talk about Canelo, right? Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, let's run to Canelo. Canelo, we're gonna go to it. He went to Canelo's fight. Remember, and Canelo just like ignored him, like
three weight classes above his division.
What you say that about that, Lennar?
I'm trying to listen. And like I said,
because Crawford wasn't in those plans, bro.
Hey, Lennar said that. Quit bringing up old shit. That was different.
If Earl goes all the way up to fight Canelo, that's career suicide. Just like if Crawford goes up to fight Jamel, that's career suicide. So let's stop the BS and let's get this fight cracking, man. You just keep talking about him.
Let me ask you this. Just let me ask you this. So if Earl comes out and PBC comes out and say, hey, we ready to fight, right? Crawford, we're going to give you $4 million and we're going to take 8. Take the damn fight or we moving on. A fuckboy deal is what I'm trying to describe.
Okay.
Should Crawford take it? And if he doesn't, is he wrong?
Well, you said if Earl gets 8 and Crawford gets 4.
I'm just using a bad deal. Like, okay, you drew 100,000 in your last fight, whatever they say the number is. You know what I'm saying? So my numbers is this. So guess what? I deserve a far bigger basically the deal that they're going to offer Crawford is a lower deal because they think that Crawford ain't got nowhere else to go. And Crawford says no. Is he wrong for turning that deal down?
No, no, he's not. But I don't think they would approach him on that type of tip. It'd be more who's the big. I think it depends. Again, you asking such a broad question. I just think that it'll depend on what's the percentage they offer him. I can't go off if they offer him 10%. Of course, I'm not going to agree with that. If they offer, you know what I'm saying. So what are they going to offer him? You know what I'm saying? If they offer him like a 60-40 split, that's fair. That's fair on all sides. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends here.
Split. Well, I like I'm not trying to do the money thing, but
I know you don't like. I know it burns you inside. I know it burns you inside to hear that Earl, even though he's accomplished less, he's the superior fighter in the bigger pay-per-view draw. I know it burns you inside.
Fighter. What you mean he's a superior fighter? He ain't a superior fighter. Man, you and your buzzwords, man. You know what I'm saying? Superior fighter. Don't set me off up in here, man. You know what I'm saying? Superior fighter.
Earl's out here collecting these Dragon Balls, man. Let him collect these Dragon Balls so he can make this wish collect these Dragon Balls and make his wish with Crawford at the end, man, with the Dragon. Guy, come on, man.
Hey, salute to my brother Boxing with Sean on deck. What's up with you, Sean? Sean say, look, Spence is fighting Thurman next and then moving to 154. Hey, where do you think Keith? I asked y'all this several times, but where the hell is Keith fitting at? Keith still got one more fight before he can even fight for a title. So he's not even considered no mandatory. He still got another eliminator probably to fulfill before he's even considered. So Keith ain't got no belt. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with Keith, truth be told. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
Losers bracket.
Hey, bro, after what I seen in that Barrios fight, Keith need to stay away for a little while, man. Keith need to get back, bro. He need to get back a little bit more before he get in there with Crawford and Spence. And I mean that, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what y'all think about that Keith and Barrios fight? You thought that Keith looked good?
Yes. Yes, I thought he did good after coming off of 2.5 years. Yes. An injury, yes.
Not stopping the 40-pounder.
I don't think I wasn't asking him to. You was asking him to. I wasn't. You know
I think he needed that. I think he needed that statement, bro. That statement would have done much better for him right now.
Of course, but I'm realistic, so I didn't think that he was going to stop him. I just thought that it's just too much rest coming off of 2.5 years. It's just too much.
But Tank stopped him.
Tank was active. Tank probably hits just as hard as Thurman does.
Tank fighting at 35 right now.
Tank has probably, I can just by the way I can tell that he probably punches about as hard as a Thurman. He has enough power to go up to 147 and keep people honest.
More power than Keith Thurman.
I think he has around the same amount, but also I think Keith Thurman has a tad bit more power, but only about a little bit. And this also considered the fact that it was in 10-ounce gloves, and that saved Mario Barrios.
Good point.
You know what I'm saying? That saved Mario Barrios. You know what I'm saying? Once I heard the glove situation, I said, no, he's not gonna knock him out. So give him some credit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect him to knock him out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Especially 10-ounce gloves. I think that Keith Thurman hits a smidge harder than Tank, but I think Tank has enough power to get people's respect even at 147. I think his power can carry up to 147.
Hell, nah, man, I don't see that, bro.
He stopped Mario Barrios, a big 140 pounder. So you don't think he has enough to at least get somebody's respect at 147? I think so. To get somebody's respect, I think he has just enough power to keep guys honest at 147.
Nah. D-Lo, what say you, D-Lo? Does Tank Davis got enough power to move to 47, D-Lo?
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, he hit harder than some of them guys up there, man. I mean, but it takes more than power to move up divisions. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
I mean, I can't say he doesn't, man, because as guys go up in weight, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, they punches end up putting a little more. Like, look at Bud. You know, Bud grew into these divisions, man. His knockout ratio has increased. You know what I'm saying? So, and even like you look at the guy. I mean, I know it's some speculation out there about some stuff, and but Pacquiao, little guy came from the very small divisions, not much, taller than Tank. He made it all the way up to 154, and he was knocking guys out at 147, and he broke eye sockets at 154.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he has enough power to knock guys out at 147, but I do think if Ugas can do it, I think he can get the guys respect. I think he has enough pop to keep guys off of him at 147.
So here's a question. So keep selling 39,000 pay-per-views. I seen some reports about that. They talking about him and Barrios when he did a punk ass little 39,000 or something like that, right? So does Keith deserve a fight with Terrence Crawford selling only 39,000 and don't got a belt coming off?
Both can't sell, need each other.
What does Bud get from beating Keith right now?
You said what?
What does Bud get from beating Keith right now?
I think he gets a bigger. I think that it's a pretty decent pay-per-view.
He get nothing, man. Keith just sold 39,000 pay-per-views, and you just said it's gonna be a big pay-per-view. Are you serious? 39,000 even though no one was interested in that fight, but still 39,000 pay-per-views.
39,000. Well, that's a speculative number, but even if you were going to go with that, 39,000 pay-per-views after being off 2.5 years and fighting to nobody, then I think that's all right.
You think that's all right?
Keith handpicked that opponent. That same nobody did better numbers with Tank Davis. So you know what I'm saying? That's kind of apples to apples right there.
Well, again, we're talking about speculation numbers here, but that was a guy who got knocked out, so he lost his fan base.
Right. Okay. Let me segue that into something. Okay, so I was on a live stream. I was actually in the comment section. Wasn't on the panel. I couldn't get on the panel because I didn't feel like I could be sensible. I mean not be sensible, but I couldn't engage into the conversation with these guys about the topic because I felt like it would have went left. But this is the argument that they were making when it came up about Spence. What would he do if he don't fight Crawford? They started talking about, well, the Thurman fight is big. It could even be bigger than the Crawford fight because Thurman does better numbers than Crawford.
Oh my God.
And all you could base it on was the Pacquiao fight, right? So I'm in the chat like, hey, those are Pacquiao's numbers. But of course they looking at, okay, okay, if it's Pacquiao numbers, then why didn't Pacquiao do those kind of numbers with Ugas? And it's like, okay, one reason Pacquiao didn't do the numbers with Ugas is because people were anticipating the Spence fight. And because they anticipated the Spence fight, a lot of people were turned off and were like, no, I'm not gonna pay the same amount of money to watch him fight this guy that I don't know. So You know, but they took the Ugas Pacquiao numbers and said, okay, well, clearly a lot of those Pacquiao Thurman numbers had to be Thurman because look at the difference what Pacquiao did against Ugas. So now you fast forward it to Thurman and Barrios. What happened to Thurman's? What happened to all Thurman's pay-per-view buys? The guy coming off of a loss, coming off of a layoff, coming off of a loss, fighting a guy coming off of a loss, and coming up in weight. And then the same thing with Pacquiao. You know, Pacquiao was coming off a long layoff when he fought Ugas. So all of that stuff matters. So I'm glad you brought that point up that, you know, all of it's relative. So even if you factor in all of those things I just said and what you said, and you say that Thurman versus Crawford is a big fight, I have to say no, it's not, because all of that, those same reasons are why people aren't going to tune in to watch Crawford versus Thurman, because Thurman is still coming off of all of those things, and all he would have done since then is fight a guy who came up from 122. You know, even though he been at 140 and the guy was coming off the loss, so there's nothing there. I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna act like Thurman is garbage, but it's hard to sell me that fight because, to be honest, Bud should be a huge favorite against Thurman, all things considered. You know, going into the fight.
No question.
You know, a lot more active fighter. Mm-hmm. He's not coming off a loss. He's not getting hurt every time he fights. I mean, y'all, you know, people talk about those 10-ounce gloves saving Barrios. I mean, how do we know they didn't save Thurman? You know what I'm saying? Like
because Thurman would have knocked him out early because he was.
Thurman got hurt several times in those 10-ounce gloves himself, and I mean, I don't know. I ain't seen Thurman knock nobody out in years. I can't say he would have knocked that man out. You know, and even though he handpicked him. But the other thing is, guys at 154 wear 10-ounce gloves. And they knock guys out every day. You know what I'm saying? They knock out
those guys at 154 is the big boys, man.
But they knock out bigger guys. They knock out bigger guys.
Because those guys at 154 are like 160 pounders, and some of the guys at 147 are like 154 pounders. Like
some of the guys at 147 are 180 pounders.
Huh?
Some of the guys at 147 walk around at 180 pounds.
Errol Spence.
Walk around bigger than some of those guys.
I agree. That's why a lot of these guys are bigger than what they really are. Jamel should be at 160. Tony Harrison should be at 160. Earl should be at 154. Andy should be at 154.
And where should Turns be? Where should Turns be?
I think it's about a solid size 147 pounder.
Oh, get out of here, man! Come on,
see,
man.
a lot of
get out of here.
What do you mean? He's not a big guy. He's not a big guy.
So you don't think he can go to 54?
You don't. What do you mean? I don't think he performs good, or I don't think he should go to 154. What do you mean?
He's been at 47, bro. Going on 4 years. You don't think?
He can go up to 147, but I don't favor him against somebody like a Jermell Charlo. No, that's be a stupid move. Well, I mean 154. Excuse me. Okay. Even a Brian Castano, just because of his size and his work tank, that'd be a bad stylistic matchup for a Crawford.
So basically, just everybody at 154 then, because I mean.
Maybe with the exception of people like Tim Tszyu and stuff like that. But if it's still about people like Jermell Charlo and stuff, maybe Castano, those upper echelon guys, and I would tell.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna say it like this.
I didn't see the fights, man. I'm not in the fight blocking business. I love to see Bud in there against any of them, but I want to see this Spence business handle first.
I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. At 54, I got Bud over Trout. At 54, I got Bud over Harrison. At 54, I got Bud. Him and Charlo, real close.
Exactly. Bud, you know that threat.
I got Bud beating Castano, and I got Bud beating Fundora. So for you to say that he can't compete at 54, with the exception of maybe Charlo, that's one name, bro. That's one. I got Bud wiping on. I got Bud beating the rest of them.
I can't see him not being able to
compete. You said that. I didn't say that. I said Jermell. I said Castano, and you brought somebody else up. I think that even Sebastian Fundora, depending if he gets past Lubin,
can beat Terrence Crawford.
Just because his size, his length.
Man, that guy's too easy to hit. That guy too easy to hit to get to. I don't see him giving Terrence any kind of problem.
No way.
You guys
too long, too lanky, bro.
Too
lanky, man. Too slow. No way.
Too long.
Crawford
way too long. Too big. Too long.
Crawford would move, bro. He would. Man, come on, man. That wouldn't even
too long,
man,
too low,
Crawford was
too
school that
long,
kid,
too
bro.
big, and Crawford's chin's not gonna be able to hold up to that type of punishment
Get
in the front door.
Crawford gonna get up under that shit, bro. Get up
it's
under
only
that
two.
shit.
It's only two guys at
Then he can
54.
outbox him. He can outbox him. Easy work. Man,
It's only two guys at 54 that I'd say that I wouldn't want to see Crawford in the ring with, you know what I'm saying, just off of stylistically. And then, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna say I would.
D-Lo, who?
I wouldn't even say I don't want to see him in the ring with him, but I would favor.
Who?
It's two guys I would favor over Crawford at 154. One of them, it depends on if he shows up old, and that's Laura.
Okay.
But
who else?
and the other one, I don't think Lubin is a good opponent for Bud.
I don't like the Lubin fight.
I don't like Lubin versus Bud.
I don't like Lubin. I don't like.
Y'all talking about this Lubin mess, but y'all not talking about this Charlo mess. But all right.
Nah, I don't like the Lubin fight. Stylistically, I don't like that fight.
Okay, then he needs to stay at 147.
Lubin is a chess player.
You saying Lubin? You saying I'm saying Jamel. We saying all these other guys. Stay at 147 and fight Earl. Stop taking these dangerous fights at 154.
He ain't got to do anything. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to do.
Hey, I wouldn't have a problem with Bud fighting either of those guys. I just wouldn't favor him to beat Lubin, and I wouldn't favor him to beat Laura. But it depends on what Laura looks like. You know, Laura got to the point of his career where he don't look the same. He don't look the same every time out.
Yeah, but he ain't got no legs no more. His legs gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, his legs are gone now. Crawford would definitely beat him now. Maybe you go back 3 years when he was that moving Laura, you know, always moving, but now he fight phone booth fights. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it is what it is. But I think the only one that makes me go, okay, that might be something is Charlo. But the rest of them, I don't know, bro. I just don't see the rest. And Lubin. But the rest of them, no, man.
I'm just saying, we talking about Lubin, Charlo, Laura. That's too many. The only person I
didn't say Laura, but I just think it's Lubin.
Well, I'm just saying he's saying.
And I'm not saying that Crawford loses. I'm not saying that he loses. I'm saying that those are the fights that I think will be his toughest fights at the class.
Let's not take these 50-50 type of dangerous fights. Let's go fight Errol Spence at 150, 147.
No, see, that's what just what I'm saying.
Ain't Errol supposed to be the same? Ain't that supposed to be a tough fight for him too?
I agree. He's not gonna get past Spence.
I don't think it's a tough fight. I don't think it's that tough for him, but
please don't go to 154. We want to see this fight when you're undefeated. So there be no excuses, man.
Back up here real quick. I want to call this out real quick. Salute to my homie Robert Estrada, man. He say Canelo smokes Charlo and David. They ain't fought anymore at Canelo's levels. Bums. Canelo is pound for pound king. Hey, Robert Estrada, we're gonna do that pound for pound video very soon, bro.
And
definitely sit down and talk about that.
Man, I gotta go right now, but it's been a pleasure speaking with you, brother. D-Lo. D-Lo, it's been a pleasure speaking with you as well. Again, we're all on the same page. We want to see this Spence fight. So tell Crawford just to sit his little happy behind, Slim Jim looking guy, looking guy from Omaha, Nebraska. Tell him to sit down and wait for Earl.
Talk your shit, Lenard.
The Slim Jim from Omaha. Tell him to sit down and let's wait for Earl.
Sound good. Appreciate you.
All right,
bro.
man. All right.
Yes,
have a good one.
Man. Yeah, I'm about to get ready to wrap it on up, man. D-Lo, man, I tell you, Lenard's a trip, man. He always come with that anti-Crawford energy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta love it. You know what I mean? You gotta love it, man. But yeah, good. Go ahead, get your last words, bro, before we go ready to shut it down, man.
Hey, man, if y'all hadn't subscribed to Mainman's Boxing, y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification. Come over here and catch these live stream, catch the great boxing commentary and these videos, and you know what I'm saying, just come over and support. And you know, if you feel in the mood, come over there and subscribe to my channel, D-Lo 404 Boxing, right here on YouTube.
100%, man. And D-Lo, man, my whole time I was out, man, I've been staying in constant tune with your vids, man. Keep them coming, please. Keep them coming.
I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Yeah, man. Hey, man, Lenard's a trip, man. I got nothing but love for both of these brothers right here, Lenard Thomas and the voice of reason known as D-Lo 404 Boxing. Y'all already know that they are fam all day. You know what I'm saying, man? Chopping it up with the brothers, man, ain't nothing but a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Real spill, fight fans. So, you know, man, it's been a cool stream tonight, fight fans. You know, I intended on getting up on here for just a little bit, just to kind of chop it up, man, and you know, to kind of take y'all mind off things for a little bit. That was my whole goal tonight. You know what I mean? To just kind of talk some good boxing talk. And I hope I made my main man Mike feel better. You know what I'm saying? That was really the whole motivation tonight. You know what I mean? Just to kind of talk, get our mind off things, and just have some good talk. You feel me? Much love to everybody that's been supporting the homie, man, even in my absence. I really appreciate y'all, man. And you know I'm going to be here. We'll be back here Sunday for We Talking Boxing Live. We're going to do that immediate reaction this weekend for Kell Brook versus Amir Khan, a fight that I'm really looking forward to, man. And I'm rooting for my main man, Kell. I mean, hell, some of y'all may give me a whole good argument as about why Kell Brook would lose. And it may make a lot of sense, but I'm still not going to agree with you because I'm rocking with Kell Brook in this fight. Me and Kell Brook go way back. You know what I'm saying? For anyone who's been rocking with me for a long time, y'all know if you go back a few years, when I first emerged here on YouTube, my guy was Kell Brook. You know what I'm saying? Kell Brook was my guy. And it don't change. You know what I'm saying? I still fucks with Kell Brook. I was very disappointed with him when he did that fight against Errol Spence Jr. and how he went out, right? And I never forget that because I end up, I was pissed off, man. And I mean, you know me, when I get pissed off, I get on here, I do a video, I get to going. And man, I was like going in on Brook because I was just so pissed off that he took that knee. And I just like, you could have made it to the final bell. How do you know you would have went blind? You don't know. You don't know. And then I went home and I thought about it. I said, what the hell am I talking about, man? This man is a fighter. And you got to remember his division first and stuff. I had to come down to my senses. I took a trip to the Grand Canyon, fight fans. And I mean that real talk, Grand Canyon. The video still stands on the channel somewhere. And I remember doing that video, and I said, you know what? Sitting here at the Grand Canyon, and I had the camera right here, and I showed the whole the audience. We here at the Grand Canyon. We're going to forgive Kell Brook right here and right now. And I never frowned down upon Kell Brook, even after letting me down in that Errol Spence Jr. fight. You know what I'm saying? And we had Kell Brook fire hot. Around the same way we got Terrence Crawford, we had Kell Brook fire hot. You know what I'm saying? And when he chose to go, I remember he went up to face Gennady Golovkin. And the whole boxing world was saying how it was a dumb move. It was a dumb move at the time. And Mainman was right here. No. He's damned to be great. What's wrong with y'all? He is damned to be great. You respect his great. You know how I talk. He is damned to be great. And so people started to go along with it. Like, you know what? Maybe he is damned to be great. And he went up there and got his face broke. You know what I mean? And so I got to understand. I had to understand that I cheered him on in that moment. And now what happened had happened. You know what I'm saying? We can't sit around and now he got to deal with that and then didn't abandon him and not be a fan of Kell Brook no more because he took that knee against Errol Spence. So I had to look within myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, dog, you can't do that. And so we were cool back being fans of Kell Brook. So now I'm really rooting for Kell. I know how important this fight is against Amir Khan. I covered every step of the way. Ever since his early days back with Frank Warren. Since some early days back in the gym when his stepfather first brought him into that gym and he had to sit back and play second fiddle to Amir Khan the whole time. You know what I mean? He had to watch Khan's star rise. He had to watch Khan go win the silver medal at the Olympics and become a hero of the country. You know what I'm saying? He had to sit back and watch Frank Warren roll out the red carpet for Amir Khan while he was standing there the whole time trying to break through. And no one would give him that second look. I remember. Until Kell Brook reached the top of the mountaintop after he barely squeaked by what was that guy? Carson, was it Carson Jones? I think that was his name. Carson Jones, when he fought him twice. And I remember he was due up for that Manny Pacquiao fight and he never got it. Frank Warren could not deliver. The same way Eddie Hearn could not deliver on a lot of cases. Frank Warren back then couldn't deliver. And that's what triggered Kell Brook to leave Frank Warren and go over to Eddie Hearn. This is after Amir Khan had already left Frank Warren and went to greener pastures. And everything that Kell Brook did almost was like, now that I look back on it, it's almost like it was to appease Khan. To get next to Khan, to get like Khan, to get on his level. And I always hated that shit, bro. I always hated that he saw Khan as the ace. I'd always hated that Khan would tell him to jump and Kell Brook would say, how high? What do you want me to do, Khan? What weight? Where you want me to fight you at? What building? What state? What country? Where? Whatever you want. It's your world. I hated that. And now Kell Brook finally has the opportunity after decades and decades of sitting behind Amir Khan and watching him become this national hero. People don't know Khan literally is a national hero. Watch Khan become Hollywood Khan. Get all of the money. He get all of the limelight. Khan has a major boxing program working in the Middle East right now. Do y'all know that? Him and his daddy doing all kinds of business all over the country. Hell, Khan is even at one point in time had like a cozy little position. I think in the, what sanctioning body was that? They gave him like an ambassador position or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Khan has always got hooked. He's always got hooked up. And Kell Brook never got none of that shit. When Kell Brook beat Sean Porter, Kell Brook couldn't get a Floyd Mayweather in the ring. He couldn't get Manny Pacquiao in the ring. He couldn't get Keith Thurman in the ring. Kell Brook suffered injuries. He got stabbed. Missed out on some of the best fights he could have possibly made with that IBF title. He never got it. Even him running after Golovkin, after sitting back watching, just thinking about it, right? He had an opportunity to fight Jesse Vargas, and he chose to go and face Gennady Golovkin. Some say for the paycheck, but it could have been some of that, yeah. But also, I think, also to try to emulate Khan. Khan went up and fought Canelo. Brook wanted to go up and fight Triple G. Khan gets knocked out. Brook gets injured. Khan go fights Crawford. Brook want to go fight Crawford. Everything that Brook ever wanted to do, it seemed like throughout his career, was something to try to one-up Khan. And he could never do it. He could never do it. As many times as Khan been dropped, we've ridiculed Khan. Canelo sent Khan's soul to another dimension somewhere. All of that stuff happened, but Khan still is Khan. Khan still paid. Khan still has people that want to see him. Khan is still adored where he's from in Bolton. Well, Kell Brook, this is your chance, Holmes. Take it all away from him. You ain't going to get this chance ever again. The loser of this fight is going to be haunted. I think the word that they said at the press conference was haunted. They're going to be haunted. The stakes are more higher than you know, fight fans. We normally talk about belts and purses. We're talking about thoughts, inner belief, self-confidence, living the remainder of your days feeling like a champion. Well, the loser's fight may not feel that way. The stakes are very high, higher than any belt can ever imagine. Real spill. See y'all later, man. Y'all have a blessed night. Thumbs up on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Share, share, share. Rock those bells. Mainman is back. I see y'all tomorrow. To the next video. Much love to the fam. Peace out.